believer? What are the duties of the believer? What makes a believer go to unbelievingness? How should be the life of a believer? Through Quran.
Any other questions?
Where are you, doctor?
At home?
Okay. You have changed the place?
Yeah.
Okay.
The question today is, what is belief? What is faith? Who are the believers? Who are the faithful? What is the necessities, the qualities of a believer, and what he should believe, so on and so forth. So all centers around the belief. It's a good thing you asked me because Allah says people are saying we have belief, but they have not sought from me. I am the Mu'min. Nobody asking me to grant them belief. As a Mu'min, God is the grantor of the belief. Without Him granting you and giving you the knowledge and wisdom so that you will know what belief is and you will be a believer thereafter. Most people say they are believers, but they don't believe. What is belief? Can you answer me? What is belief?
That there is no God but Him, none but Him.
Is that belief?
It is to believe in that there is no God,
So
none
what
but.
I'm asking is, what is belief?
You mean the definition of belief?
Yeah. Don't look into the dictionary. You can see as as you know.
That would be, doing what you are saying, or completely, the word comes believing only whatever you think.
All right. Before knowing anything as to how to do, we must know the definition of what we are, the word we are coining for some activity. Then everything falls in line. Belief means believing in something about which I have no means to achieve, but I need it. Somehow things will happen to me. I believe so. Colloquially, we'll say, I hope things will turn out to be in my favor. Now we get the glimpse of what belief is. I
Yes.
want something, but I do not know how to make it happen, but I want it. I hope things will come to me somehow or other. That means I definitely know the way to achieve anything of my future. That is belief. We can call it a blind belief because we do not know from where it is going to come, but somehow it may come. I wish so. To so many people, whatever they wish for has happened. And my life also in the past, my wishes have come to happen, have come to pass. Now I want the same thing. Because something has passed before in my life, I know what a belief is. I know the value of belief. I know there may be things happening in my way if I believe. And I have no other go except keeping aloof and waiting for it to reach me. There's no way that I am going after it. I don't even know what that belief is. Whatever that I wish for, I do not know. For example, I am having some disease incurable. That's what the people say. If it's incurable, I don't have to think about it if I believed it. But still, even if I believe it, I wish things would come in my favor, much against the general belief, much against the diagnosis of my doctors. I want things in a different way, totally the opposite way. Now I believe that something superior to me, something of a superior force will come to my help. That is the belief I am starting. So many times it has happened in my past, so I am believing, but how it came after it has been fulfilled upon me, I do not give a thought to it, so I leave it aside, forgetful of it. I have not been thankful of how and where from it came. If only I have that question in my mind, definitely Allah's answer will come to you that it is from me. But one thing is certain, I cannot do. That humility is sufficient, that you are a believer, but from whom it has come to you, you must give a thought and understand clearly it has come to you from the Almighty power that you have missed for so long. Now you believed at a time when there is a crisis in me. I have to, sooner than later is better for me. That's how I am eagerly yearning in the depths of my heart that it may happen soon. I cannot last longer than how I have endured until now with this miserable life. So God is there now, Almighty power is there. First thing in belief is I cannot do, but I want it. That is the belief, starting point of the belief. Do you understand this?
Can we
Hello?
Yeah, doctor, but Allah
colloquially
says,
can go ahead.
Can
Go
I-
ahead.
yeah,
Yeah,
thank
please
you.
go ahead.
Doctor, Allah says that blind faith is not accepted, blind belief.
Yes,
So in this
belief
way,
is,
is this not
belief is
blind?
accepted. Belief is accepted to a certain extent. That belief is partially true also. It is not totally blind. It's not like a magic. I am thinking that it will happen now. But I am waiting. I have to wait. I think it may happen and I'm enduring. So it's not a blind belief. I'm not giving a thought to it to understand that my belief is straight and it is gone only to the Almighty power as a solicitation. If it's a magic like, I will wish for it then and there. That is blind belief. If I am believing, I am not attaching any significance to find out who that I am believing in. So that is where we are lacking in strength for all our beliefs of the future. So we know there is a superior power, but after that we don't we are not remembering him. We are not mindful of that. That's the reason why we are lagging behind and suffering again and again. All right.
This answers, doctor. Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Yes. Mani, what is your question?
No, it's not a question. Actually, my understanding and belief is from the basic. Forget for like some second to know about God. Belief is something on which you believe, you have not seen, you have not heard, you have not done. So on that, suppose now we go by train, we don't ask for the driver's credentiality, like whether he is not capable of driving or not, but believing that he will drop us at Trichy. So you have not seen.
But we know
not
our
heard.
destination, Trichy. We know our destination. When we got into a train, we know that our destination. That is something we know. And where we are going to, we know. And whom we are going to meet, we know. All those things. That's not belief. I am hoping.
No, but I'm talking about the driver. I am not whether
Yes.
he will take us there or not. His capability, his experience or whatever it is, we do not know. But we sit in the train. We have not even seen the driver himself, but we are going now with the thinking that he will drop us safely.
Yes. That is one way of understanding the belief. But real belief is we don't even know whether we have to catch a train, and we are not certain that things will be there in our favor, but still we believe. And sometimes I don't even go, things should happen. And without knowing anything of my future, that is the believing in the unseen is a real belief. I do not know anything of the unseen. I cannot give you a form and shape. I cannot even imagine in any tangible order, but I want it. For example, I've got a disease, incurable. I want to be hale and hearty. There's no form attached, there's no shape attached to it. because everything is heart-wise and suffering is heart-wise, not in the physical self. And I want a relief heart-wise, not the physical self, because there's no physical self involved, physical imaginations involved, and there is no physical means to appreciate it or to achieve it. All right.
Yeah, but again, no, I'm not telling. If I should not be mistaken, it is not a pride I'm telling. Even when we named our company, we named it as interest, not ENTRUST. It is NTRUST. NTRUST means a number of people to trust us. That is, we do not know the employees, we do not know the customers, we do not know anybody. But with the trust from everybody, we started it. That's how now. Even now, that time we thought about God. All these people have to trust us. Though we named this as interest, the total belief on everything.
We understand
Yeah.
the belief means about the future. I want a good life in my future. I want your life in the manner people are living. One of them means to achieve my standards of my future life, but I do not know what to do. But I believe in God. That's also belief. But the best part of the belief in which we will never lower down to the level of physical attractions, we shall believe in the unseen totally. My life from this moment onwards should be truthful, highly rewarding to me. My life from this moment will be full of patience and enduring, full of bliss and honor, and there is justification in every deed of me. And heavens and the earth will come to me for my help, and God will be closest to me. I don't need to fear my future. I should not be worried about the negligence of my past. And I will never be ignorant on any account towards any direction or anything concerning my future. This is a wholesome belief I have. And what you have said is also a belief. You don't believe you, but believe in something else. All the names of God must be my priority, and that will be my attribute, and that is going to be my character, and the nature will be full of Him. Whatever His nature is, I want to imbibe the nature of the godliness of the Supreme Force so that I become a Khalifa, a representative, a viceroy on the state on His behalf. So that much is my belief. And here is the book I have by which I may be positioned, I must be given direction, I must be guided. I believe as long as I am having the supreme force with pristine, pure nature with which I am created, by which I have to live, and for which I have to strive. And in every striving effort of me in this direction, God's help will come through. I will not be in shortage of anything of my natural benefits to my sustenance, to my prosperous living, to my expansive heart. Everything will be suitable to me, and there is no darkness in my life in the hereafter. From this moment onwards, hereafter means that is possible only from Him. My heart will be at peace all the time. That is the greatest triumph. If my heart has to maintain peace all the time, if the patience is required for the peace, and perseverance and steadfastness is required for, for the life to come, from this moment onwards, that is belief. And I place my reliance upon Him. He is the guide for me, and there is no question of any material life involving with me. I will be attributing those to my future. All my future is lying with Him. This is how I am going to believe. My heart says that you will be leading a life of honor. There's no question of anything like material life that I can follow, I can pursue to receive this. So you have in the heart everything unseen, not visible to the five senses. Then that is belief. Not appreciable by five senses, but it can be wished for here. That is belief. All my life, I will not suffer any distress, any affliction, any tiredness, any impediment. Always I am leaping to the future, and no darkness will shroud me. Always the light upon light, for which I am striving in believing, and I am seeking from God. Give me the belief. When God says to you, don't worry, it is there. Have peace or don't worry. Both are same. One is direct, another one is indirect. I want peace all the time. If I don't know what peace is, I don't want to suffer whenever I am suffering from something mentally. All suffering is only mental, psychological, never physical or physiological. It is never functional at all, but it is
Doctor, I
fully
have a doubt.
psychological.
Can I ask you now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are talking about belief. So is the belief is more important or the thought process is more important? Kindly advise.
Who is this?
I'm Jason.
Yeah. Belief and thought process. Can you tell me thought and thought process? Thought process, you know something of a goal, you know.
Thought process is
A
something
process
which
is made.
Yeah. That I was just mentioning about the thought process. That's all.
Can you tell me what is thought and what is processing?
Maybe the thing
And then
what
combine together.
what you are thinking,
Thought.
and you are thinking more about it. That's the thought process.
Thinking about fill in the
Something.
blanks.
Can I
Something.
tell you?
Something, right?
Yeah, correct.
Something is some material.
Yeah.
That is not belief.
Yeah.
Belief
how
means
is that
something unseen.
like when you are talking about that the benefits, how you can accrue when you were just mentioning about the thoughts process. Now, so before that you were talking about belief. How is that okay? My belief is if it is not in alignment with my thought process, how is it going to be difficult for me to maybe believe on a particular thing, or how the belief is going to be trouble maker for my thought process?
Suppose you are aging. You are 70, 80 years. You have no job. You have no physical means to do anything. What would be your needs, tell me? In case you are 90 years, there's none in your family always left. And there's no one to take care of you.
Immediate basic needs like food and shelter.
My life must be comfortable.
Correct. Exactly.
My life need must be fulfilled. But I have no means to. And I do not know what I need. But God says, all your life, you will be leading a beautiful life, stress-free life. If I want stress-free life, then everything around me should be conducive to me.
No. My question was something different, Doctor. I was asking, like the belief system, like what you have in my.
There is no system. I'm talking about belief alone. Can you give me a definition for belief? Believing in the unseen is belief. Believing that for which I know no means at all, that is belief.
Okay.
Absolutely, it is essential, but I want it. I do not know how. And because, say, for example, I'm deeply distressed here. I'm deeply pained here. I'm in such tension and over grieved about the loss of something.
Is that the belief or is that the thought process?
Wait. I'm giving you a situation kind in which I am believing I must be totally relieved of all my pains and anguish here. Because everything is lost now, I have no means to get it back, and I'm deeply anxious. There's no one to help me. I am aged.
Okay.
So my belief is that I should be well endowed, well bred, an honorable existence all my life without pain, without seeking anybody's help. This is what I want. Where is the thought process now? But fully belief. There's no other way.
No, but that belief comes from the thought process. No? Like, see, unless you think
There's no
about it,
other go. Thought, there's no process stopped totally. There's no way at all. I want to live now a peaceful life.
okay.
No process.
But
There's
unless
no
you
way I
think
can do
about it,
anything.
how is that you can form the belief? Like, I'm
When
not able.
when you think about it,
Yeah.
you cannot know what is your need because you don't have a thought process. Even if you have a thought process, it is not going to fetch avail anything, any benefits of it, because you know your position, how despicable the situation I am in now, and there's no one to help me, no one to protect me. Now my life is going on. I want this life to be peaceful all through. That is the process ends there. I do not know what else to do, but I want it. That's where the belief starts.
So you are saying that okay, the moment the thought process ends, that is where the
There
belief
the
starts.
belief starts. There the belief starts.
Okay. Right. Okay. Or is it because the belief is so strong that okay, your thought process has been manipulated
The
by
belief is so.
strong?
Yeah. The
You
belief,
have been
I do not know. I do
yeah.
not know it's strong. I come to a dead end. My life is going on. I do not know what to do. I simply pray deep inside, let this be a good life for me. Let misery fall not upon me. I believe where from it will come, who will give me? Now comes belief. The belief starts now with the belief set upon one supreme force. That period of the nearness of death when I feel, then the truth is unfolded. There is a God above me. Something will help me. There the belief starts.
Okay.
Now it's
And
clear.
the thought process.
I'm not so clear because what happens is, see, the belief system is generated.
You're right. Keep on
childhood.
asking the question. Finally, you will be revealed. Keep asking the question. You are believing your thought process is going on.
No. My question was
process-
that, see, during your childhood, there are a lot of things which has been told by your parents and the society, which forms a belief system, and you strongly believe that okay, this is the truth, and then according to that, you encounter a lot of
Can-
problems and form a thought
can-
process. So there is a
God,
conflict
if
between the thought
you are a
process and the
believer in
belief.
God, can I consider you are a believer in God?
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
That I don't know what is that belief system you are involving in it. What is the system? I don't understand. Like our system of governance, like that.
Pardon?
A methodology. System means a methodology to be adopted in a specific
Belief
way.
system is a general term which I've used. I might.
You said belief
that's a belief.
system. You said
Thought
a belief
process.
system. What is a system? I don't understand. We are creating a system, a methodology, an adaptability by which we can do something to our satisfaction. That is system. Where is the question of system in belief? Belief is either believe or don't believe. Where is the system? I want to understand people saying
So
belief system, belief system.
can we redo that? Like for example, I'm saying the belief systems are formed based on the needs of somebody else or for that particular individual. How is it?
Every single individual's need is his own. No one else's need is my need. My need is not anyone's need of 8 billion people. Every single moment, the need is changing. It's dynamically processed and
So belief
dynamically
also
involving
changing
you.
or it is static?
It's never static, it's dynamic.
It's dynamic. Though the belief is also dynamic. That's what you're saying. Okay. Got
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Okay.
100% satisfied about the belief now. There's no system involved in it. System is something like ritual.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Never.
Yeah.
Rituals does not avail you a thing.
Doctor,
And again, thought process is a thought idea has come to me, but the thought and belief cannot go together because belief is entirely different. You cannot see it. But thought is an idea. Process is, suppose I want to do a business. This is a thought. Process is how I'll get the money. Who are all I'm going to meet? Who are all my going to be clients? This is a process. Again, no, this and that cannot go together.
That's right. Thought is about something you know already. You're assuming about things that you know. That's not true at all. The thought is beginning to develop when you are given a wish. That means, for example, a wish is given to you, be peaceful. Come what may. Be peaceful, believe in it. It is going to come to you because it is unseen. It is a thing that is to be appreciated in the mind level. That appreciation will come to you from nowhere because it is unseen. You cannot go and search for it. And there's no thought process involved in any direction as if space is somewhere else ahead of me or behind me or around me. You cannot go and physically seek it because it is unseen totally. So God,
sorry, Dr. Srijit. Doctor, can we, in other words, can we say that it's a strong wish or desire which is created out of the necessary?
No, simple wish. That's all. Either believe or no belief. There's no strong belief or weak belief.
So it's a wish. That's it.
Wish for. Don't desire. Desire means thought process develop. Wish means I wish. I hope things will happen. We say no usually.
Because that is coming out of necessity, out of some situation.
I hope things will happen, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
That's about all the things that I am considering in my mind, imagination, about things about which I know what I want already. But here wish for is, I hope all my family will grow up nicely. All my family will grow up by His grace.
But typically it's a wish. A wish in which I don't have any control. I don't have any control, but everything is assured with the Almighty.
But you need it very much. You need it.
I badly need it.
Yes. Yeah. I have no control, but I need it.
I need it. Yeah, correct.
But doctor,
and I have no direction at all, but I want.
Yeah.
My doubt is that, see, why I was asking you about the belief is that because there are some people, let's say, take the extreme case of people who are becoming suicide bombers.
Okay. Suicide bombers.
Yeah, suicide bombers who just want to end their life for the benefit of some belief system what they have. But their thought process.
This has got nothing to do with belief. Belief means only good things.
Is it okay?
No destruction.
So you are saying that again, the belief means only good things. Okay.
About me.
Nothing destructive. Okay.
About individuals.
Okay.
How do you differentiate between war between nations and suicide bomber? Which is worse in nature?
I was really moved by
suicide bomber has got some purpose. He has done something to me. Is a vengeance. Is a retaliation. Is a revenge. Okay. For a purpose,
so that
I am
revenge
going and
is
killing.
not his belief. That revenge
war between nations, between two people. Pardon? War is much worse than suicide bombers, right?
Okay.
Yes or no?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So where's the question of suicide bombers? It's a personal rivalry. That is a totally different matter. But war is happening between two countries. And groups of nations, World Wars 1 and 2 and 3, this is happening. That war is much severe. The satanic total outburst taking the entire world in catastrophe. That is much worse. Forget about the suicide bombers and individual aberration of mind. So that doesn't come under any belief.
I was referring to that particular belief. What that particular person
There's no
had.
question of, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what a belief system of a particular group or community or category or subgroups. A belief system is individualistic. A belief is individual. If you join together, it becomes a belief system.
Yeah.
That becomes a ritual. That
So
is
this person
destructive.
who
That's
want to become
destructive.
a suicide bomber and who want to destroy a lot of other people, he goes into the crowd. But what was the something? So is it
That
the
has got nothing. That
system
has got nothing to do with. That has got nothing to do with the belief.
No,
Belief
no.
means I want something good to happen to me.
Is it okay? So I don't know what was the. It was a thought process which is
Yes, thought
taking him.
process.
Yes,
Thought
yes.
process. Definitely, I know. I know to destroy something, but I do not know how to construct and revive and start leading a life of revival. That renaissance and
No, but
resurgence
his
of my
belief
life.
was that he want to make more room for his own people. Okay.
No.
So
Individual, I said no people,
who
nothing.
are in
And
other
one
belief
second.
Yes, sir.
Belief is individualistic, never group.
Okay.
Muslim group, Hindu group, Christian group, Jew group, Buddhist group. There is no question of group. That is system.
Okay.
That's fully worldly. That's fully destruction. One group destroying another group. That is not belief. That's not Islam. That is not Quran. That is not Veda. Whatever be the Veda is. No destruction, you will live. If you want to live, turn to your God.
Yeah.
By destroying something else, someone else, there's no question of you are living peacefully. Because when you are going into destruction, if you think that good things come from him and the good things for you, if you think that destroying someone is good for you, that good thing must come from him. He must deal with your enemy. You cannot be judged
Okay.
before God. So the whole Quran we are speaking is totally for the person who is reading is individualistic. It is never group. Even if some 100 people are there, 200 people are there, everyone is an individual, everyone's need is different, and he has to turn to his own God. There's no God separate in mosque. Either you believe him here, or you have no belief, or you have no God at all for you.
Doctor,
Yes.
I'll give you an example. If I am wrong, please tell me what the belief system is. If I am lost in a jungle, my need is I'm very hungry, so my wish is food, but I don't know from where I will get that food. So my wish is only food, but I am constantly thinking and striving to do something so that I can get food. That is my thought process, but my wish is only food. From where I will get the food, I don't know. Is that right for belief system?
I have not gotten into that part of it yet. I want to know how the belief, how you should believe, and where the belief comes, and what to believe.
Doctor, I think
and
he
what
is
not
somewhere
to believe.
close to what you are trying to tell. Like your belief is so strong that you will get the food.
He is right, but you don't get inside the jungle, the deep of the jungle, because if you know a believer will guide me, he will not place you in such a precarious situation. I am believing, I am following him. There comes the second part of the belief. How a belief is carrying you all through your life. That part I have not come. And what Sajid is asking is something where he has gotten caught. And when you believe, wherever you are, you will be delivered out. That's one thing. You will be there. So whatever Sajid is asking about something where I got into, now I believe. How a belief comes to your life, comes to light when you are lost in everything. When the death is approaching, definitely the belief comes, only God can save you. That brings the truth. When the death is nearing, I know this sure death, then the nature reveals the truth. From within you, I am there. Now I believe. Close my eyes. Oh God, save me. It is in the deep jungle. I don't see anything still. Even in that, I close my eyes and go deep inside my heart and my soulfully. I am asking my Lord to help me. That is where the real belief comes, and your fear will be removed from you, and the peace will be there. Definitely, you will be guided towards the land from the depths of the jungle. There, God's help will come to you because everything else is closed. Only belief is working there. And when you believe something, keep it in the mind now. When you believe in something to happen to you, Materially wise also, you have no means to achieve it. There is no question of getting any benefit using this five senses knowledge. Then you believe everything is lost now. The five senses are the things that I am equating. I am ascribing as a partner to God, my knowledge, received through eyes, nose, mouth, ears, and touch. And all these things are shut down now. Only one thing is still reverberating in me, that God must help me. Now the real God will help you, and when you are delivered out, again you go back to your knowledge. That's where we, all through our life, it is happening. Whenever there's a matter of life and death for us, definitely our belief system is working. We are delivered out. We are saved. We are guided. We don't give a thought now how and who and why should I have the benefit of my belief. Why should I not get the benefit of my knowledge and the usage of that knowledge? Only when the knowledge stops, God's deliverance comes to you. So, whenever your life is in danger, only one thing is acting here, that is the belief in God. And I close my eyes. Even in the deepest darkness, I close my eyes. That is the truth. Here is the way, here is the light, here is the enlightenment from Him. From here, He is going to guide me, and I am my heart with peace, not pounding anymore. With peace, I am finding my way out. There's no question of any danger surrounding me, and because my heart has become peaceful. When you believe, when your belief is total, when your belief is absolute and certain, your fear will go, your worry will go, your apprehension will go, your anguish will go. Only peace will be settled there. When the peace is there, mind you, you are going to receive the greatest gift of God remotely or shortly. It is well before you, and you are going to feel the beauty of your life with fullest peace in the heart. There's no disturbance to it, and everything that is going to come out is neat and clean for you. After that, your life will be, you will thinking that you are in safe position now. Now, what Allah expects us to do is where from it came. Where from it came. That thought must be there, and the thought will be guiding you. He will guide you towards Him. Where from it? How I am saved? What is that force? Where from it came? All those things must come. Why should it bother me? Why should it give me so much of relief? And what is the why I am placed as a witness? What is the necessity that God must survive me all through my difficulties to place me in a better position? Everything is from Him, and He wants you to remember Him as much as possible. Citation from the past and recite it to this moment of uncertainty, and He is going to give you your relief. And before that, He is giving you peace here. That peace is a clear indication you are going to gain something that you had not even expected. And that something is going to gain you your entire life from this moment onwards till the end of your life. It will travel all through your life to give you that expansive providence from Him. There will not be any shortage to it. I believe that now. So there is no need for any human to help me, and I want only your help. Father, I can help people with word, kind, and with materials, only to make them understand what belief is. For that end, if I am a living example to His authority, if I am a living example as a witness to His benevolence and benefits, people will see a different, in a different level, in a different rank and degree, and they also wish to have the blessing and mercy of God, and I will be guiding them in a proper manner. So they will also be the guided aright without the guidance of the people, without resorting to the help of the people. And I will not reduce myself from a position to a lower level by seeking protection or help from the people. So that is your wish. You will not find a way for this, and there's no thought process involved in it. I don't want anybody's help in this life. I don't want anybody's protection in this life, but I want your safe life all through my life. That's ahead of me. There should not be any apprehension or anguish strike my mind. My heart should not be tied down with oppression and depression. I will not be cowed down by anything, however scary the people are around me. And whatever be the misery that the people are suffering, it shall not touch me. Where we will go now, except to believe. Now you believe. This is the belief. There's no system involved. If I am a believer, I have to be single to believe God. If I am joining with a gang like Muslim or Hindu or Christian, there's no question of belief. You'll follow only belief system. You will be living a downtrodden life, not a high-flown life, high-minded life. You'll be thick-headed and high-headed people, high-handed people. You will not be soft-hearted. You will not be condescending on the people who are low. Without minding your pride, you will come down upon them to help them to any extent. That is a beauty for you, and that gives solace to your heart. These are the beauty of belief. Personally and single-handedly, single-mindedly, you turn to your godliness. Otherwise, you fall to sickness of belief system.
Alhamdulillah, doctor. Understood.
Jason?
Yes, doctor. Yes, doctor. Got it. Got it. But that last point, what you have told, na, it was good. Like you believe but you follow a particular this thing, then you become a part of the system. Excellent. That was very nice.
Yes, a sick believer.
Correct. Correct. Very nice. Very nice. That I got it.
So we will not be a Hindu or Muslim or a Christian. We will be a believer.
Yes. Yes.
If I don't believe myself, whom else to believe? Only him. So if you are not a believer in yourself, your pride is gone. Your viewing others as superior to you is gone. All praise be to God. I have something in me from this moment. If you are having peace at this moment, for example, you have peace at this moment, so much of brilliant, radiant wisdom is going to be enlightening you very soon. And your life, you will see clearly beyond your eyesight. That is wish. Within the reach of your eye shot and ears, definitely you are on the wrong track. Can I give you an example? I am suffering from a illness which is incurable. Say, for example, we all know the kidney failure or a tumor or some malignancy, something. I am not seeing my future now with these eyes. That is the knowledge I have. That I see what I have in my heart as deepest wish. I must survive. I must lead a very good, healthy life. And people around me should not suffer seeing me. And I will be helpful to everyone as I have been helpful, and even better life I will be living. This is what I am feeling deep within. But there is no way. Now I am going beyond my knowledge. All the five senses to whichever distance it can reach, I am going beyond that. Am I right?
Yes.
Because knowledge has put a full stop to my life. And I am believer in that belief system, the knowledge system. Now I lose my heart, I die. I don't lose my heart, I see beyond what the whole world can see. The worldly knowledge. Get past. Go past beyond it. And then automatically the belief sets in here, and God is here. He will guide you. And then the peace is given. When the peace is given, your supplication, submission is definitely well received. God has given you his authority. Yes, it is done. That is the peace here. And the peace is there. All my sufferings of the past, all my sufferings that I know of the people with my knowledge, nothing is going to touch you. But the benevolence and benefit of God is going to reach you. That is peace, that which you are enjoying now. Not in the direction of your advantages, which you think could be the way. No, much beyond it, that your mind cannot reach. I say your eyes cannot reach something. Go beyond. Even your minds cannot reach. Go beyond that. There starts the wish. And when I wish for it, automatically the belief is given to you with the peace. The belief is given to you with peace. That is the greatest gift. Yet treasure given to you is peace. Anytime you are peaceful, you must know that I should not waste this peaceful mind by resorting to the recreation, resorting to worldly pleasures. I will say now, whenever you have peace, I will be thinking about the godliness in me, His presence in me. I have to be truthful to God. I must remember Him forever to come, so that there's no pitfalls in my life again. So I will not look into my phone, TV. Even if I seek from God, that because you are going to be peace, I am diving headlong into the worldly pleasures. I want recreation. I want the pleasantries of this world. Save me. I don't want my TV. I don't want my WhatsApp or friendship or anything except the friendship of you. If I want friends, I want their help. If I don't want friends, I can give my help to anyone who comes to me. Which one you like?
Second one.
That's right. Why you say that? Let me see how clearly you are saying it.
Yeah, but is it practically possible? I have a doubt.
Practically not possible. Only God-wise it's possible. Belief-wise it's possible. You want it or you don't want it. That's what. Practically not possible means God can do it. If practically possible means go about, leave the God alone. You want practical things to happen to you or impractical things to happen by His grace?
No, my question was not to use that. My question was to that person who said the second option.
You're right. Right. That's okay. So you have understood. You're not able to put it out properly. That doesn't matter. So belief is, now I am sitting down, calm or idly?
Calmly.
Idly means my mind is not working. I am idle. If my mind is thinking about God and godliness, I want to be thankful to Him. I want to be showing thanks to Him, to the Almighty, all my life. So my mind is working towards being humble before Him, towards being praiseworthy of Him, towards being a grateful person, and to His eyes, I must be pleasing in my thought, in my purity. Stay away from the world's pleasures. It is difficult, I know, but believe God will help me. Things have started from this moment onwards. Peace will be gaining more and more in substantial manner as an essential thing for you. The consequence of it is less of your worries and more of your peace, day by day. And you will not be counting your money, what you're earning, but it will be there all the time, however much you spend out of it. The coffers will be full of money, and there will not be any shortage of it. And you will never think about earning the money, because money will be keep on coming to you. You do not know where from it comes to you, and you don't keep an account of those persons who are giving or who are not giving.
Doctor,
Is it possible now, economically? Never possible. Tell me.
I remember the verse, Doctor, when people will enter Jannah, the angels will say, peace, and that all the desires from the person, from the heart will be removed. So is this the kind of situation you are saying?
Yes, all your worldly necessities will go, and from him, all the requirements will be full of fulfillment from him. There's no shortage. You have not done any work, but things are coming to you. This is the life you want, and this is the life you will wish for. Your life should be full of work and hard work, and full of toiling and full of efforts, or full of easy going. You want busy going or you want easy going all your life, which is possible to you, which is not possible to you.
Alhamdulillah, easy going.
Not possible to you. What's possible to you? Tough going, busy.
No, for me, it's easy going, doctor. I don't know about others.
What you want is easy going, but what you are undertaking for your life's feed, breadwinning, you are taking a tough life, right? You are working. You have to work morning to evening, or evening to morning, to earn that money.
Yes.
And that work is difficult. Or
Right now, not.
Right now, not. But work itself is difficult or not? Work is on the one side, and rest and peaceful heart is on the other side. Which one you like?
I would like rest, but somehow.
Rest and peace. No, but here.
No,
Okay.
but.
Really, I'm asking.
Yes.
You want work and tiredness, or you want peace and rejuvenation?
Peace and rejuvenation.
So go for easiness, not for business. If you are a believer, which is absolutely not possible. The first one I said, easiness. Believe in the easiness, wish for the easiness, and there's no system is involved here, and don't join any person. If you are a believer in God, don't join any person. Believe in your soul. The soul is guiding you. You want easiness. When you say you want easiness, it is the soul, the guidance by which you abided, and you said you wanted easiness, not tough business.
Doctor, a question arises here.
Yes.
When Bani Israel were given every provision from God, they asked for worldly things.
They asked for?
Worldly things like cucumber, onions, and all that stuff.
Yes, worldly things, right. Yeah.
So is not human being, not capable of, when Allah himself provided provisions to Bani Israel, so they were not happy with that. Is that not an example of humankind?
See, God says God has created everything. The poisonous thing is created, the lower things is created, the highest creation is human being. When God has created everything, why human being must be highest in position and rank and degree and in honor? Why other animals are lower than him? And why he has chosen human beings as his viceroys on this earth? And why not other living things? He has created scorpion, he has created snakes and ugly things, wretched things, cockroaches, everything is created, and is created a better thing also, butterfly, birds, and domestic animals, which are much better than them, and human beings, the greatest of all creations, and forever to come, until the world ends. All God has created. Is there a difference or not?
There's a difference.
So, it's not that because God has created everything is for us. No, certain things to be avoided. Allah says, if they are fruitful to you, you take. If it's not fruitful to you, take the fruits. Don't go to the vegetables, that onions, that lentils, the greens, then the cucumber and everything. They are also food. If it is giving you enough energy and thinking ability and belief is working in you, and you are able to gain the benefit of highest degree of your thinking, that is connecting you with the ultimate godliness. If that doesn't happen, then take the fruits. It is not corrupted, it is not adulterated, it is cooked from the atmosphere, state in the atmosphere, it is hanging down close. So take as much of fruits as possible. That is much better, because in your paradise, fruits, fruits are the main things. Everywhere you'll be given fruits. The fruits, when it's given here, they wanted the lower things like grains, onions, lentils, cucumber, and greens, herbaceous. If you want this, go elsewhere. It's not available here. You can go seek it wherever you want. If only you take fruits more and meat more and vegetables less, there is no question of any diseases or difficulties happening here. Your thoughts will be straight, your thinking will be deeper, and your aims will be higher. That is the belief giving you as a reward.
No, doctor, my question was, you asked for easiness. You said about easiness, right? So Bani
That's it.
Israel was given the most easiness. Every provision was provided for them. But they still, they did not,
But
they
their
believed,
their mind is
they,
corrupted.
yes, they transgressed and they asked for worldly things.
I am giving you fruit juices, I am giving you water. They don't want this. They want beer and wine. Go somewhere else and find it out. Not here.
Okay, doctor.
I gave
Understood.
an example.
Yes, understood.
So what you are eating today after this meeting is something new, even if the same old dishes brought before you. You will not say that, oh, same thing I ate yesterday also. All along I've been eating the same thing. Idli dosa, paratha, so many things. But I am not interested in that. Don't say that. Every moment when your face is here, the food that you're going to eat is much greater than the same thing that you had taken earlier, the previous day. Because Allah gives the life from the dead. Allah brings out the dead from the living. So what you are having now with the peace when you are eating, that gives you the greatest energy to your brilliance, to your radiance, to your understanding, to your penetration and comprehension, and perception will be galloring. Your knowledge will be suppressed. So eat the food with peace and seeking forgiveness from Allah. Don't eat anything that is before you, getting vexed. What is this? Every day this one. No. Seek protection from Allah. When you eat it, that gives you a fresh bliss of life with a newer, life-giving God's blessing that has come upon the food.
Subhanallah, doctor.
If I am saying it today, I would not say, oh, same old Sajid. No. Today is different. If you have peace here, if you have honor here, if you have humility here, if you are pious, and if you fear God, everything before you is pristine, purely, newly created, a fresh order of life before you. Comfortable to one another.
Glory
not
be to
vying,
God.
not vying with each other. Is it clear now?
Yes, doctor.
Don't join.
Subhanallah.
Yes, doctor.
Don't join any band, no group, no religion, no caste, no subcaste, nothing. Become single. You are created singly. You will be captured singly. There's no question of grouping here against God as you are living. He will guide you if you become single. With Him, of course. And He says, we will guide you. I and you, we. There, I become we with Him. When God mentions here about Him as we, it's not the royal we like something, but He is with you and Him becoming we, and He says, we will do it. And I say in return, you do it. You are my master. Allah is very much pleased with you. When He comes down so mercifully upon you and say, we, let us do it. And He say, you do it, I follow you. Be grateful to Him, be humble before Him, and follow Him, and never try to advance before Him, forgetting Him and thinking about going in my thought process, I am advancing before him. I am advancing into the depth of the worldly things, into the depth of the abyss of the ground, the lands. Go higher up in your ranking, in your respectability and in your honor. Allah is there to deliver you to the top position from where you will be even gaining a better level. Even if it's a full moon level, you go beyond that. Don't think that full moon is the full moon. After that, it is thinning out in its phases. We will not be like going up and down, up and down. If from the crescent, if you move up, the full moon, go further up higher. Leave the nearest sky and go into the seven skies. Wish for it. Allah is there to take you on a mission into seven skies.
Okay, doctor, I have a question here. Like, see, it's good that God is giving you a lot of guidance, but how is that it's possible for you to get into a mode of listening to Him? Like, you should be in a mode of listening to Him, otherwise, how you will definitely miss it, no? So, how you
Now
can
I am asking you: is there anything beautiful in your heart now about
Pardon?
tomorrow? Is there any beautiful thing in your heart about tomorrow?
Yes, definitely, a lot of beautiful things.
So you are listening to Him only, which is not possible for you. If it is possible for you, you could have gotten it already.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Chapter 2118, you will find it where you have gone wrong. This is usually people are asking without minding, without giving your thinking, not thought process, to give a thinking. And what is happening here?
Chapter 2118.
Yeah.
Should I read or somebody else?
Yeah. Read. Anyone can read. Who can clearly read? Anyone can read.
And those who have no knowledge say, why does not Allah speak to us, or a sign come to us? Even thus said those before them, the like of what they say, their hearts are all alike. Indeed, we have made the communications clear for a people who are sure.
Who believe, who are sure in their belief. They know all my future comes from here. Everything unseen. I make it something in my assumption, what is unseen here, to something that is already gone before me and happening before me. We are ascribing things to what God intends on you. When He has preserved as a secret and wants to give it to you as a gift, you take this word into something that you know of already and you follow it. So we are lost. We get into thought process because we have no thinking into the depth of the matter. Think, don't engage in thought process. When you engage in thought process, you are astray already. Is that clear?
Very clear, doctor. We have to think, not be in a process of thought process.
Never thought process. That is going astray. Shaitan is taking us away from godliness. Keep on thinking. Whenever you are at peace, don't involve in the worldly pleasures, worldly celebrations.
Doctor, I have one more doubt now. That is regarding you were mentioning about one particular some numbers like chapter and all those things. Read this particular word and all. So I was thinking, see, you only told that we have to believe in self rather than going with a crowd, which is belonging to any kind of religion. But why is that you are referring a religious text?
There's no religion here. What is beyond you is your way. Religion means your religiousness in your attachment to your belief and wish. No religion for us. Don't mistake me. No religion at all. If it's a religion, you are washed out. If you follow religiously your wish that is beyond your reach, that is belief. That belief and wish will be your part of your life. You keep your vigilance that you are religiously following a wish that is not within the reach of your hands, that's not within the reach of your five senses altogether to get into a form and shape. Definitely, it is formless, shapeless, it is not created thing, it is to be created. What is going to be created is unseen to you. Only when it is created and brought before you, you will know such things existing. All glory be to Allah. Then only you will say, because what you are saying is something that's unheard of, unknown to anyone. Individually, it happens to everyone, of all those people who are listening to. So it is dutifully, religiously, I am following prayerfully that my wish that is beyond my cognition is going to come before me in this life and in the next life also. Still, that invisibility is going on. From that, the visibility is coming through. One thing, if you have in your mind, I want a comfortable life all through. I want to have a peaceful life all through. It is not in your hands. And as I am believing and I am religiously sticking to it, I am faithful to it, I am prayerfully abiding by it, then I am believing only in that godliness, not God. So you follow God, you are astray. If you follow the godliness, you are following God. Not the goodies I am following. All the goods are available. But the good I want, not the goods. That is godliness. Good and goods are different, right?
Right, doctor.
Yeah,
Goods are
that's really
necessary.
good. Huh? That's really good. Good and goods. Excellent.
Yeah. Don't follow the goods, follow the good. That is got no similitude to it. There's no example to it. That has happened or happening or will happen because you amalgamate things and bring it as a new thing, something that you had brought it from outside the world. No, never. Don't dive headlong into the worldly materials and follow the goods. Don't seek goods here, seek only the good. And that is godliness. No God, godliness. Even that you understand now? You want God or godliness?
Obviously, godliness.
So no God, right? If you believe in the godliness, I am believing in God. If you believe in God, you believe in goods. So I have to be prayerful all the time, right? This must happen to me. I want it. I must be prayerful. And I keep up my dignity and I keep up my character and nature that is in line with the godliness. All his attributes and all his nature, all his good behavior, good nature is my nature. Unless I imbibe the nature and I seek from him that you make me follow your nature, I am following my God. That nature is the godliness. There's a clear demarcation now between godliness and God. You will not fall again to God. There's no God for a believer. Godliness is there with everyone. Same. But each one's godliness is different to that of another. In this way, you turn to him singly, not in group. There's no congregational prayer, but be prayerful all the time. You want prayer or you want to be prayerful? Prayer means group, a system that will galore. Prayerfulness is feel and be truthful, be honest in your duty towards prayerfulness, and you have to be pure, having uncorrupted mind. So that is prayerfulness. I am keeping myself pure without a corruption, without thinking that I may receive someone else's help in the world. No, I want only from him. He is the known. He is the boss of the unknown. He is the Almighty of the gift and treasures he is holding up for me, all new. No one knows about it. So whenever I am receiving it, nobody can see me having his gift. And for that reason, and there is no question of evil eyes on me. And God will remove from me all my arrogance and pride from me. that proudness will be totally abolished. So I will not be desiring other people must praise me. That's the reason why I will not be bothered by the people around me, because I am not showy. Nobody's evil eye will befall me, but I have the treasures of God in His nature. I am following Him. You also follow the same. So be prayerful. I want to follow you. You means your character, your nature. And God will benefit you by His nature. And when His nature comes, heavens and earth fall to your feet. And God is here, right? He is working from here, and heavens and earth belong to Him. When you follow Him by His command, when you wish for, and His command brings heavens and the earth together to your feet, which one you will worship now? Yourself or anything that you assume, construe, and imagine into total confusion. So you want to be prayerful all the time, or you want to pray? Prayerful means
No.
silent. It is between me and my God. Prayer means others will see you. You are making a show of it. And you don't want God, but godliness. The real God will be very much satisfied with you, because you are holding on to the godliness, His word, when it is spoken to you. You reach up to it and preserve it, holding on to it as
Yeah, Doctor, I have
firmly
a
as
query here.
possible.
Doctor, the query is that, okay, you were talking about godliness. How is it that, okay, common people like us can attain that particular stature of godliness? What
Have
are
you
the things
understood
we
what
should
I'm
do?
saying? Have you understood what I'm saying?
I think maybe I would have missed it. Sorry. The
You
godliness.
you have been able to, you're able to follow what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
That means you understood.
No, but
Now,
if you
people
can tell
like me,
in
people like you, when
one,
I'm saying
three,
something,
step
huh?
1, step 2, step 3, in
Pardon?
that
Come
order,
again, it's breaking. Come again.
if you can tell us that step 1, this, step 2, this, step 3, this, those kind of things, if you're able to tell us 1, 2,
There is
3.
no step. Belief in the unseen. Belief, whatever comes up here is totally unseen. You must have a truthful life. What do you understand from it? If you lead a truthful life, no awkwardness will touch you. Do you understand?
Yes, doctor. Yes. Got it.
If you are doing something good to others, because I am truthful to others, I will not lie to others, I will not cheat others, I will not be hypocritical. So all good things will come to me.
Okay.
Where is the question of step 1, step 2, step 3 in this? You give me in steps what you understood now. That is our way of knowledge, step by step.
Yeah. Correct.
If it is wholesome, take it wholesome or leave it wholesome.
Okay.
All are none law.
Okay.
Take it wholesomely or leave out everything.
So the borderline is very thin.
Very
thin. What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
very
The
thin
borderline
and
is
very
very
sure.
thin.
Very thin and very sure.
Okay. So either you fall here or there. That's it.
Yeah, either heaven or hell. It's a good thing that you asked about the belief.
What are
And
the duties of a believer then, doctor?
don't believe you. Don't believe you means this.
Okay.
Your facades. Eyes, nose, ears, mouth, touch. So when you don't believe your own five senses, are you going to believe somebody else's five senses? All are worldly. All are depreciating. My
How is
eyesight
faith?
will become dim. My ears will become dull. My tongue will be slurring. My skin will be shrinking. Nose gets blocked. Everything is depreciating. What's the point in following this as knowledge? So don't believe in yourself, right?
Right.
And we don't believe in anyone else knowledge also in this regard, because every knowledge is depreciating. The deprecating knowledge I don't want. Flourishing wisdom is what I want. Wisdom is unseen, knowledge is seen. Wisdom is belief, knowledge is courage. What's the difference between courage and belief?
Is it that
Worldly,
courage comes from the belief?
No, courage means I can do. Commitment, I will do. I have the knowledge, I have the capacity to face anything.
Right.
Okay?
then how is belief different from
Wait. This courage is okay.
courage? Is
Have
okay.
you
I
understood?
understood. Yeah.
Courage comes out of pride, right?
Courage is you are believing you and you alone. Because of your knowledge, because of physical strength, you can face any challenge. Not we. I
No,
can.
but doctor, without belief in your own self,
That
how
is
is
that
that
is
okay, it is
that is
possible
courage.
for you to get courage? You have to believe in yourself.
No. I am talking about only about courage. Now I am talking about only self-confidence and courage. Self-confidence and courage both are same. You have knowledge to face your future, and you're so sure about it, you're courageous enough. This is okay for now. To begin with, this is the lowest form of belief.
Yes.
And that is a blind belief without knowing what will happen tomorrow. They see things will be like this and like this and like this tomorrow, and they, based on their knowledge, they think they can face it. Tomorrow it is the way that is going to be done in the manner you wish for. It is a different one. Can you see how tomorrow will be born for you?
No.
And what are the challenges that you'll face tomorrow? Where's the question of courage? Now, when you don't know anything, why there's no humility? In courage, there's no humility. In courage, there's arrogance. In courage, they do not know what a future means to him. A future is a new world. And I am thrust into it all anew, new people, new mentality, new turn of events. You cannot understand what is going to happen tomorrow. Where is the question of courage now?
So
is
is
it
it
not
not
that the
courage
person
is
is
something which you take action without knowledge about what is going to be the outcome? Is it the courage?
I am saying courage is about facing your life tomorrow, right? I will face it tomorrow. That's courage, right? Let it come, I will face it. That's courage. The next moment, I do not know, but I say it is going to happen in the way that I am seeing it. Is it right or wrong?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you don't know what is going to happen in the future, but you take a step. That's a courage. Correct.
So it is foolishness or not?
It sometimes it can the result is different. See, your result can be either
Sometimes
negative or positive.
means when it says you say 100%, it is not the way that I am seeing things going to happen the next moment.
Okay.
Not okay, right or wrong?
No. But then how do we define courage? Should we add an output to it?
Courage means I know the immediate future. I have the knowledge. I can handle anything. Come what may, I will do it. This is courage.
No, but does it mean that see courage? See, if you're not, if you're sure about what is the outcome, then why should you have the courage to do it? Because you do the
yes. Why should you have the courage to do it?
You will get the
But,
no. If you're
but
not
there's
so
a word
not so
courage.
sure about
But there's a word courage.
No,
If
doctor,
you
what
are
I'm
so
saying is,
sure, if you're so
when you are
sure,
not so sure
Hmm.
about something, that is when you should exhibit your courage. If you are sure about some outcome, then why should you exhibit your courage? I don't
there's no
understand.
courage. There's no courage required at that time. Definitely, courage doesn't have a role in that. Only when the challenging situation comes, when the result is to be expected, then you say you have the courage to face tomorrow. That
So,
challenging situation.
so courage is not out of fear, in spite of fear.
Courage is something that you don't you are expecting things are going to happen your way because you have the knowledge, your capacity.
That's why now it is in spite of fear. No, you have courage, because the situation has come. You have to do something.
No. When the situations come, I have to do something. That's a different matter. I know that I have to face it. You have courage or you don't have courage, you have to face it, right? But what I am saying is about tomorrow, if I am so much determined I can do, that is courage. And definitely that courage is not going to be helpful for all life. Sometimes
Doctor,
it happens your way.
Can we redefine courage like this? Like my output is an optimistic output, and I am sure that I will get it. And because of it, that I would like to take a challenging way to reach that output, for which I am not bothered about what is going to happen in between. That is that not courage?
The courage means if you know, pretty sure, say, I will do it. And it is done already. Give your word now. People are now in Corona word, they say, I will cure you. And doctors are so brave, and the nurses are so brave. They are courageously seeing their patients, but they do not know the outcome at all. But they show their courage. Inwardly, they are feeling very puny. They are trembling inside. What will happen to them next? But they say they have the courage, they have the commitment, and they have the knowledge. But everything is not going to come their way. If it happens to be a revival for the patient, it is because of God's benevolence. If they are dying, it is because they believe doctors. Where is the courage here now?
That means in courage there is no God.
No God. You are God.
Yeah.
Courage doesn't have godliness.
Yeah, they believe God.
So in
Everything
belief there is a
visible is
God.
God.
Yeah,
But no godliness in courage.
Everything seen is God. Okay, godliness cannot be seen. You believe in the godliness, that is true belief in God. If you believe in God without godliness, definitely you are lost.
So that
There is
means
no light for us.
in courage there is no God. In belief there is
You
God.
are God yourself. So there is no God.
Yeah.
This much is clear now.
Very clear.
So I have confidence. Don't believe the people who have confidence. Definitely they cannot become so much confident about their future. Future is not in their hands. Today the night falls now. Nobody knows whether they will sleep or they don't sleep.
Yeah.
Under the sleep overtakes them. They can go to bed, and when they get up in the morning, they do not know whether they will evacuate fully their suits or not. They will be refreshed or not. They will go to the restroom, but it's a burdensome room there. When they come out, nothing is evacuated fully. What can you do about the next moment? You cannot even defecate properly. You are talking about the entire future, about. So that is silly. We don't believe such people who are promoting individual personality development and belief courses, self-confidence courses. All those things don't believe. Now, next comes is the hope. What is hope? I'm confident of facing tomorrow. I'm so courageous enough. Now comes the hope.
Hello?
What is hope now? all merging with one another.
Wishing for something.
Hello,
Hello?
doctor.
Yes.
Doctor, I want some clarification on God, God and godliness. God means the goods and godliness is good.
Good.
Yes, I want some clarification on that.
You want to be good or you want to be a person of goods?
I want to be good.
Good is the godliness. Good is the nature, the character, conduct, everything. A human character, a human conduct, a human behavior, a human nature is akin to the nature of God. That's godliness. I want to be truthful. God is true. Satyam, right? I want to be the follower of this Satya. So that is godliness. The Satya doesn't have a form, doesn't have a shape, but I can feel what Satya is. He is honest. I know what honesty is. I cannot give a shape to honesty and say this is the honesty.
So
I
God
can be
means
peaceful. Godliness, all the beautiful attributes of God, beautiful qualities of God, beautiful nature of God, all things are godliness. Follow any one of the characters of God, nature of God and godliness, you are conquering the entire universe. That means nothing to worry about what will happen next.
so.
Everything good alone will happen.
Can we take that God is like an idol?
No,
Uh,
godliness.
No,
Idols
no.
cannot be God. When did you see
No.
God? If you can see God as an idol, right? You
No,
can see
doctor.
God as
No,
an idol.
no, you are equating God to goods. No,
Yes.
that God, that
Without
God is,
godliness, you cannot reach up to God. God is not something that can be seen or something can be reached or something can be taken handy. Godliness is handy. Godliness is what your life is. Godliness is your progress. Godliness is everything about your future, from the past to the future. Where is God like without godliness? When you have godliness, and all the godliness put together is God. God is not an idol. God is not in form and shape. So when you see, because we are used to saying God, God. Pardon?
I'm get confused, doctor. But you are equating God to goods and godliness to.
I gave you an example. If you say God as an idol, because you don't know that godliness is God. If you don't know that, without godliness, everything is in shape and form. You are a good person, I am saying, and I am seeing you as a man of that conduct, not man of form and shape. Somebody says, go to Mr. Rajaya, he's a very good person. I don't know him at all. I have in my mind only that he's a good person. He will listen to me. He may give me something from him. Whatever good is available with him, he will give me. And I can have solace to my heart. I can have comfort to my heart. All these things are going on, immaterial, what your form and shape is. Because I have not seen you at all. Somebody has said, I am coming to your doorstep. Only when I see you as your form and shape, but still I believe that you are a man of that particular character that people have told me for which I have come here. And I am now verifying if you are that person by your behavior only. All right.
Okay, doctor. But my question is that you have told that God means goods. God equals to goods and godliness to good. So through godliness we reach God, you say. Then
we reach good. Now we understand what God is and who God is. Without godliness, we do not understand what and who a God is. People have taken to God and God and God without mindful of godliness they have to preserve in them. It is the
Ajay
first
sir,
time
I
we are
think doctor was trying to tell you with a different context. So in one context, he was trying to tell you God is good
That's right.
and godliness is something else. But you cannot equate between the two different definitions in a same connotation. That's what. So
That's right.
both are different. That's what I
Both are
understood.
different, making the same connotation, making the same point. Different connotation, making the same point.
Being humble is godliness. Simple example.
Godliness, and God is satisfied with you. One God is satisfied with you. Being truthful is godliness. God is satisfied with you. Without godliness, we are saying God, 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 God. Whereas absolutely, we will not have any faith in Him. But when we understand godliness, then only I know, if only I am truthful, I am behaving truthfully to the people, I am not hypocritical, then only God's mercy and benevolence will come to me.
Yeah.
So there the God is there, right?
When we say God, we get into the system.
System. When we say godliness, no system, individual.
Sum of all godliness leads to God.
All godliness leads to God, and that also God comes near us. We cannot go near God.
Yes, yes,
He
yes.
is so, yes.
Excellent.
He knows where we are. We do not know where He is. He gives us a blessing that take all of my qualities, and I will be near to you.
Oh,
Don't approach me. You don't.
So humble is His quality, mercy is quality. So He comes to us.
He comes to us closest, and you cannot get near to Him. How do you know He is closest to us or not? Peace. Peace is settled here.
That is
He is the
indication.
one.
Peace is indication.
That's the indication. That's the indication. Any point of time, that's the indication. So at that moment of time, we remember God more than involving in the worldly presentations and pleasantries. Never.
Doctor,
So, doctor, you are saying that the God, the being, maybe tuned to the temptations of worldly pleasures is something which is against becoming godliness status.
Not being grateful to Him in remembering Him and aiming for a higher life, but you go for a life that is picturized, that is camouflaged, that is story, imagination, falsehood, animation, graphics, and all such nonsense, which is never true. You don't want to aim for a higher position now. If you are a believer in God, if you are truthful to God, if you are grateful to Him, if you want to show your thanks to Him for all the things He has given to you, aim for the higher one. All the time, God keeps giving you what you need next, what you need next, what you need next. So don't think that you have attained everything in this world. Take chapter 48, verse number 21. Take chapter 48, verse number 21. Forty-eight 20. You will receive many spoils of war in this world. Your struggle. You'll get the benefit of everything in which you are striving. Definitely, by the grace of God, you will be receiving it. And He will give you in a very short period, and you are going to receive it very nearby. And He will remove all your sins, all your evil behavior, and replace it with the godliness from Him to you for some time. And this is why He is giving you to make you as a witness for others, make you a sign and a witness for others. God will definitely give you for the momentary peace that you are holding on to. and you believed in him at a time when you are down and crestfallen. For the brief moment of belief in him, he is giving you so much in abundance. All right, but soon you forget and start reveling in the worldly pleasures from the bounties that he has given to you of the spoils of war. Right? We are bound to forget God the moment we start receiving the worldly pleasures, worldly gifts and benefits. This is a weakness in us. That's the reason why Allah says, go further higher up, increase your belief, increase your godliness, and improve your standard of your character, and one after another, keeping up my prestigious nature and character and attributes and my conduct in this life. So you will attain greater life. Do you get that meaning from 48:20?
So, doctor, when our belief is very low, we often slip into the worldly process.
Very short period, not low, very short period. And corrupted short period of belief. For that he gives so much. But the moment we receive the worldly benefits, we fall for it, and again we lose our further upgradation. So we start living into further miseries and troubles.
We often fail, doctor, like a ladder, no? Like the kids playing the ladder like a snake. We climb up, we feel that conscience, again we return and again we come back.
Because ladder has a limit. After that, you cannot step further. Because it's idle. Ladder is an idol. Yes, but your mind doesn't have any ladder. It leads up to 7 heavens right at this moment.
Obstacles.
So believe in the unseen. Then only there's no ladder pattern. There's no system involved in it. At one moment, I am above the 7 heavens. The next moment, I am below into the depths of the burial ground. This is how our life is tossed up and down. And that's the main weariness of our life here. So 48:20, you understand now?
Yes, doctor.
If only you are steadfast in that belief and seek from him further godliness and upright behavior, then 48:21 is another ascent for you. 48:21. Don't be benefit of it. Don't be deprived of it. Go further than the full moon. Go up further than the full moon. Go brighter than the full moon. Full moon is one side is darkness, right? One side is full moon, the other side is darkness. Don't become a full moon. Even the dark shade, you give brightness. So go further. Believe beyond what you cannot believe. That is real belief, real order in this life.
Doctor, my doubt. Hello?
Yes, tell me.
Doctor, the godliness, through godliness, if we can reach God, that is.
No, God will reach you. God will come. God will come to you. You don't reach God. God will come to you closer and closer and closer. More and more of the godliness you imbibe and keep it as your character firmly.
That God is equal to good. Without godliness, God is
without
good.
godliness, we have no good in this life.
That is what I am telling.
Yes,
godliness, through godliness, we can reach up to God. That God is equal to good.
Again, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You cannot reach God. God comes closer and closer to you with all good.
Okay, sir. Okay, doctor. But when without godliness, that God is equal to goods. That is what you are telling.
No. God is not. The good is for you to consume and use and throw it away. And further good will come from Him. God is not good. Godliness is God.
No, goods I mean. That is
Why do you
without
bring goods here?
godliness.
Goods is out of view now. Good and God and godliness.
No, doctor.
God means
During your explanation, you told that
you
God.
got stuck there. I know you got stuck there in that similitude. Forget it for now. I am giving you a fresh understanding now. God means the Almighty power. The Almighty power. He has power over everything that you wish for to deliver it to you. He has power over everything that you are afraid of to remove it from you totally to the unseen. And God is the absolute power, the one superior most power. You keep it at that time. Okay? Now, if you want God, you want God for all your good happenings here, good things here, right?
Yes.
Everything must be good around you. So you want God. You want God. And so everything around you will be lively, it will be manifesting for you as goods to you. And your godliness now will improve you in the standards, and from every goods you will not have a liking or attachment to it, but it spend and you will make it a happening for then and there use. Usable and disposable, not keeping it. Because something newer and higher form of life you are aiming, and those things are going to come to you, all hidden nature. You will have the power to create whatever you want by His grace. So if you believe in the Creator, you can create by His leave. So God will come to you, and you don't have to reach God. Otherwise, you are only enjoying the goods, and once getting rid of you after usability, you will be again thrown into the miserable life. If you don't stick to the belief and belief in godliness all the time, not believing in the goods and the good that is going to come to you and taking shape. From goods I am receiving good. From goods I am having something like enjoyment. I consider as good. So all good and goods, everything I am including in the visible formations. I feel good. This person has given me some money. I feel good. That is money goodness. There's no question of godliness involved in it. If I am receiving some money, if I have the godliness, I will be spending to the people who are in need. That is godliness. So good and goods are same. Understand that. I am feeling good only for a particular period of time. That's again invisible. But if you want to improve that good in you, improve the qualities of goodness in you. Improve the qualities, reserve the qualities, retain the qualities, and further strengthen the qualities. Then the good will remain irrespective of the goods, because you are able to create what you want. You don't want money, but you can create what you want. Allah will come to your help, and things are going to happen to you by no means of physical or worldly standards. Do you understand this now?
Okay, doctor. $48.21 will be the answer.
That's right. Okay, and you're saying halfway this way and halfway that way, or you're okay?
No, doctor. I am fully convinced.
Okay. So always aim for the higher life, 48:21. Don't get satisfied with whatever you have from Him. Oh, I asked God, God is given to me. No, it will go away. You'll forget. Only if you have godliness, that becomes your nature, your habit, your character, your conduct, everything that will not leave you. All the time you will be living in the glory, with the nearness of the glorious, most glorious.
God is great.
Now we fully understand. There's no step ladder pattern. There's no you are in a higher level, we are in a lower level. If I am in a higher level and I am speaking to you about the highest point, how can you at a lower level can understand? The very fact you are able to understand, you are also same, equal. No high and low here. Because God is very much merciful towards everyone. A messenger is brought only to teach, to clarify certain doubts, if there could be, to understand the godliness. So we want godliness, we want to be all alone with Him, we want to improve our standards of life by reserving and preserving the qualifications of godliness, the nature of Him, the names of Him, the attributes of Him. I am going to follow in my life. All beautiful names belong to Him in the heavens and the earth. Any further questions on this?
Doctor, I think we should have one more session regarding godliness, how it can be attained. I think it should be a detailed session with a lot of wisdom from your side, if it is possible.
Oh yes, sure. Oh yes.
Maybe
only one class or two class. All the classes will be glued to this.
Yeah.
There's no point in simply saying and forgetting. You can repeat for 10 classes from this moment. Reserve your questions, keep up your questions. The more you are gaining into thinking, not thinking thought process, gaining into thinking, the more questions you want to ask, immediately be answered. There'll be no need for another class also. Because you got the basics. Some hitches will be there. Now at this point, that's not matter at all. We live in the unseen. There comes the real. And I'm going to give you a lot of verses by which you will be understanding it better. Now clearly understand, God is one superior most power. He will come nearer to you. You don't catch up with Him. Only you can imbibe His nature, His character and conduct and goodwill. Keep it up within you. And there's no full moon. The other side of the moon is totally black and unseen. You cover that also with your enlightenment. So full moon, crescendo and decrescendo is not what we see. Full moon is only one plate up around I am seeing. The other globe is fully dark. I have to enlighten. Yes.
Hello, sir. So, firstly, I'm a non-believer, and I'm a little intimidated to ask my question here, but is it all right if I go through with my question?
Sure.
Okay, so
Because-
when we're talking about godliness, do we mean that we stay away from worldly pleasure?
No. As long as our body is there, we are going to live as happily as possible, enjoying every cell of its feel and pleasure, but not in a corrupted way, in a brighter way.
So, what do you mean by corrupted?
I have
Exactly.
a good feel only. Pardon?
What do you mean by corrupted exactly? Is it a
I am
particular
touching.
greed?
I am touching a lady.
Okay.
Corrupted feel is there. Uncorrupted feel is there.
Okay.
So there's no corruption involved in it. There's no evil
Okay.
involved in it. When I'm thinking about someone, I can have a good intention or a bad intention. Bad intention of corruption. I take money from them with hypocritical and with deceitful bargain or truthful bargain. I am touching
So, and does,
bundle of
so
money.
does this change
But
during
some-
war?
Pardon?
Like during wartime, like a lot of Quran came during the wartime. So does this ideology change in the Quran when you talk about worldly pleasure, or does it remain same about the evil,
No. Worldly pleasure
like
is
sex? I mean sex. That's what I'm
pleasure.
connecting to.
Pleasure is only 5 senses involved.
Exactly. So sex is one of
Pleasure
them.
means only 5 senses involved.
Definitely.
Not
Yeah.
heart is
Sex
not
is one of them,
involved.
right? So sex is one of them.
That's bad. That's bad.
That is bad. So now, if
Corrupted.
we see, definitely. So now, if we see, anyways, since I'm a non-believer, I might be ignorant. So please correct me, please scold me or whatever. I will learn more.
Your name?
Vishal.
Vishal, there's no question of non-believer or believer. There's a question of who has thought about something new, who has not thought about anything new. That's all. And
It's just
once
that
the
I have not
once
read
the
as much
thinking
as
is
you
given,
have.
pardon,
It's just
but
that
you
I've not read
understanding what
as
I'm
much as
saying?
you have. I
But you
do,
understanding
yes.
what I'm
I've been
saying?
listening for the past hour. Yes, I've been listening from the past hour. It's just that I was scared to ask earlier because you know about
Yes,
the amount of people. I'm new to this chat group, so I was just scared to
yes.
ask. And I have very
Now
limited
you
knowledge, so whatever I have, I'm just asking.
okay. Now you understood whatever questions you asked just now.
I do, but
Corrupted
there's a
feeling.
follow up.
Corrupted feeling.
Yeah,
Corrupted,
so there's a
corrupted
follow up to
question.
that. So now, if in Islam we see the Prophet teaching other Muslims about such worldly pleasures in a corrupt way, like sex. So now, if we see
There's
him
no
motivating
question
people,
on. I will tell you. I tell you the basics of what Islam, what Muslim is. You must know the definition
okay,
before knowing, getting deeper into
definitely,
it.
please go ahead. Please.
When you have salam, that is peace, right?
Definitely,
Salam means
definitely.
peace. When you are salam, when you are having salam, when you are opting for salam, you want to be a Muslim. If you have salam, you are a Muslim. If you don't have salam, you are a disbeliever at that point of time. So you are a non-believer. I am supposed to be a believer. Somebody else is also a believer in a different faith. Somebody believes in different faith. Everybody believes in God, but there are different sects and groups and religions. And everybody believes in God. That much will do. But who believes in the godliness? I have no guilt conscience when I am having godliness, and I am truthful to my godliness in my execution of my daily work.
Yeah. Okay.
There is no guilt conscience. When there's no guilt conscience, knowingly or unknowingly, subconsciously or conscious wise or supraconsciously, I have no guilt complex. Then only you have the peace.
Okay. Yes.
So at that moment of peaceful state, you are a Muslim.
Yes.
When you have salam, you are a Muslim. At that brief moment, you are a Muslim. And everybody is a Muslim in everyday life and activity, because it's never that a person is without a brief period of salam, peace, shanti with them in any moment of time in a day. So everybody is a Muslim, everybody is a kafir in any single day. Only the period of existence as a Muslim and kafir makes a lot of changes.
So those are, thank you for the words. Like apart from like religion, you haven't spoken that much about religion, but everything else, it's been a great listen to.
There's no religion. There's no religion in Islam. I told you, Muslim is one who possesses salam.
So what's the meaning of Muslim?
I'm not saying. Pardon?
What's the meaning? Like if you take the Arabic word Muslim, what's the exact meaning?
I'm saying Arabic word salam, right?
Salam, but salam is different from Islam. That's
salam. Wait. Salam means peace.
Yes, agreed.
Definitely. Shanti.
Yes.
Okay. When you put M before MU, Muslim, that is noun form. Salam's noun form is Muslim.
Okay.
So when you possess salam, you are a Muslim.
So that's the meaning of Muslim, possessing salam.
That's the meaning of Muslim. So who is not a Muslim at any point of time in a day? Most people are Muslims. When you don't have the salam, you are a kafir at that moment of time.
No, but doctor, that way all religions teach about being at peace with the self.
That's why I'm saying.
That way, if you look at, if you are not only a Muslim, you are a Hindu, you are a Christian, you are a Sikh, or you are a Jain.
No. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not a Jain. I'm not a Hindu. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Jew. I am a person who wishes to become a Muslim. The person who is possessing salam for everyone.
I totally disagree with you on that particular point. What you're saying, because see, you cannot say that one particular when you are telling about a particular religion name, That is not
I
fair.
told you the meaning of Muslim. I am a possessor of Shanti. Meaning Muslim means I am possessor of Shanti.
No, that is what the
No.
Rigveda is teaching you, or the
Then
Hindu
why do you
culture.
do you relate it to religion? The Muslim is not a religious word. The Muslim is a word with a definition I am giving you. It is not pertaining to a particular group of people. When if you say you are a possessor of Shanti, that's all.
Acha,
I am
then
a
let's talk
Muslim.
about word Shanti.
Then I am not a Hindu. I am a
Yeah,
possessor of Shanti.
No,
I
Dr.
need not
What I'm
be.
saying
I can
is,
be a Hindu.
let's
Pardon?
say the word Shanti rather than using a different word which
You
is not
can
known to Indians.
because I'm used to saying this. I'm saying otherwise you can say I'm possessor of Shanti. You can say Shanti means have Shanti. Okay, that's a verb. Bring a noun form to Shanti. That is Muslim.
So please correct me if I'm wrong.
Otherwise, I am saying I am a possessor of Shanti. The other word in Arabic is Muslim. Any difference?
So can I make a point?
I am possessor of Shanti. All right. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, we're listening. Go ahead, please.
I am possessor of Shanti. That means noun form. Shanti means have Shanti. All right. I am blessing. Shanti means have Shanti. That's a verb form. Salam means have salam. That's a verb form. Verb form. Now I am adding one thing to it, a noun form. Muslim means I am possessor of Shanti. There's only an Arabic word. It is not pertaining to some religious word. So any point of time, the entire 7 billion, 8 billion people, at any point of time, they can be possessor of Shanti or they are devoid of Shanti. They can be a Muslim or they can be a Kafir. I want to be a Muslim. I don't want to be a Kafir, but I am Muslim and Kafir both, toggling between. And possessor of Shanti and lost in Shanti. I am toggling between. You give one word to I am a possessor of Shanti. Okay, one word. Give me one word. That verb must be converted to a verb form. That means I am a possessor of Shanti. In Salam, the verb can be immediately changed to MU. Muslim means the possessor of Shanti. That's all. You can say either way. You need not call yourself a Muslim. Muslim is not a religious word. It's only in Arabic language. That's all.
So can I make a point on that?
Yeah, sure.
So just correct me if I'm wrong. First of all, my main question, I didn't get to finish that. So can I complete it after this point?
No, you can. Anyway, you are going to meet at the same point. You can ask from any time, any place, no problem.
Okay, so I'll make my point first. That just correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm sure you have more knowledge than me. So just correct me. So I was reading somewhere that Muslim is actually an old military term and it means to surrender. Is that correct or is that wrong?
No. There is a sense of there is a false belief. Most of the Muslims think in the way you are thinking. Whatever you say, it will hold good to any Muslim. They will say what you are saying is right. But I say the entire Muslim group is wrong. Absolutely wrong.
That's
they don't know. They don't understand what Muslim is. They are fanatic Muslims.
Okay.
Fundamentally wrong. So they are fundamentalists.
Okay, fine, great. So, okay, fine. I don't ask more questions. Well, can I just complete what I wanted to say before, and then you can answer how you like, and I won't ask any more questions. I just had one point in the beginning which I didn't get to finish, so I'll just go through that. So we were talking about. So you told about corrupt. So like how we spoke about sex, you said that's corrupt, and I'll just finish making my point, and then you can answer. It take me probably 15 to 30 seconds. So my point is basically, so now since the prophet, he is from God, he's a messenger of God, and he receives the word of God. He's not the word of God, but he receives the word of God. So anything that he says should be in compliance so that people reach godliness or they try to attain such. But when he diverts people or rather motivates people for worldly pleasures like sex. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, when he wants to motivate his fellow men to attack the Romans in Tabuk, he says, let's go get the beautiful eyed Houris, as in motivation to go and attack the Romans. So is that not like in accordance to the way God should send his prophet? That's my question. That's it. Thank you.
Over.
Where should I
That's all?
start from? Should I start the whole thing again?
No, that's all. That's all.
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
You want
Thank
to
you.
add anything more? Okay.
No,
There are
that's
two
it.
books.
That's it.
There are two books. One is the
Okay.
Quran, God given guidance
Okay.
to humankind. Another is
Okay.
Prophet's life history written by the people 8 centuries later. That we call Hadith.
Yes. Yes.
And that's
Yes.
absolutely men written, fraudulent, all conjures, assumptions,
Sir, I'm sorry. Are you?
presumptions,
You're not
everything,
Sunni?
all nonsense.
I'm sorry. You're not Sunni.
Pardon?
You're not a Sunni Muslim.
I don't belong to any religion, first of all. I am a Muslim. that's
Oh,
all.
okay. So, but still, I mean, are you just the
They
Quran?
believe
Like, you just
they believe
follow
in
the
God.
Quran?
I believe in godliness.
So you just believe in the Quran, right? I just want to get that clear, and then you can continue with your answer.
Pardon?
You just believe in the Quran and no other book.
Only one
Think
book.
is okay,
Read
that's it.
chapter
Fine.
2.
Understood.
Chapter 2.
You're Quranic.
Somebody read chapter 2 too. Chapter 2, verse number 2. Somebody read.
So till the time they find it, how many times do you pray a day?
Pardon?
How many times do you pray a day? Do you pray
Pray.
5 times a day?
Chapter 2.
Yes, yes.
No, I don't pray. I am being prayerful all the time.
Can I read, doctor?
So, but
Yes.
doesn't the Quran say to pray?
Yeah.
The-
Pray means what? Prayerful means what?
The book, there is no doubt
What?
in it. It is a guide to
One-
those of God.
So chapter 2 says, Vishal, chapter 2
Right,
says,
right.
this is the book. There's no other book other than the book.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
have brought another book, Hadith. Then itself they have copies.
Okay.
So all the things that we are talking about is the hearsay about the prophet
Okay.
and their lust behavior. Everything will be there as nonsense.
Okay.
Okay. So the Quran doesn't have in anything conforming to the Hadith matter. So this is the book. What is Hadith is false, and anything that is false cannot be kept abreast of the Quran. Throw it away. About everything about Prophet, throw it away. What Prophet is given to you is important. Who he is and what he is, don't write a book on that. And nobody has given the authority for you to write a book on him and follow him materially. What he has given you,
So
why he
then
has come to you is to give you the guidance, the Quran, not his own history. Nobody knows
so
history.
you believe completely in the Quran then?
Completely in the Quran, and I believe Muhammad, the Prophet, is given the Quran.
So-
That's all.
So do you believe in Muta?
Believe in?
Muta. Chapter 4,
Muta means?
verse number
Dr.
26.
Mutta means when people wage a war, they can go and have women. That Iranian word Mutta. There is a hadith. There is a hadith for Mutta.
It's not hadith, sir. It's in the Quran. Chapter 4.
No.
No.
No. It's not in the Quran.
It is.
Oh,
It
No,
is.
no.
okay.
Why do she?
Oh, wait.
This is all internet knowledge.
Wait. Sajid,
Okay.
right. So what you have read from the
Sorry,
Quran,
doctor.
you give me the verse number. I will clarify to you from the Quran itself.
Okay.
Can you give me the verse now?
I think it's chapter 4, verse number 24 or 26, but definitely
Okay.
chapter 4.
Tell me what it is.
It's about
me
who
the-
you
tell
can
me the
marry and not
subject of it.
marry. It's actually about who you can have sex with and you can't. So who are allowed for you basically. Married women aren't
I'll,
allowed, but married women
I'll,
from war are
420,
allowed.
424, yes, 424,
I'll read it,
423.
doctor.
Yes.
Yes, read. This is not
And
for the
all,
prophet.
and all
This is the
married
general.
women, and all married women except those whom your right hand possesses, Allah's ordinance to you, and are lawful
Is
for
it
you.
that? Is it that, Srisha?
Yes, it is that. Please continue.
424? You are
Yes,
reading
yes,
424 or
Yes,
423?
24.
24.
Okay, you say 424, right?
Should I read or it's okay, doctor?
Wait. I'll take the verse. Okay, read.
And all married women, just hold on, doctor.
Yes, I see.
The right hand possesses, he means, doctor, actually.
No, I don't. But please
And
go ahead.
all married women except those whom your right hand possesses, Allah's ordinance to you and lawful for you are, besides those, provided that you seek with your property, taking them in marriage and not committing fornication. Then as those whom you profit by, give to them their dowries as appointed, and there is no blame on you about what you mutually agree after what is appointed. Surely is Allah,
That is my
Allah
point.
is knowing and wise.
That is my point, not what your right hand possesses. What you just read was my point.
Okay. So 424.
Yes, sir.
And married women, except those your right hands possess.
Yes.
So what your right hands possess? There is
That means who you
the
own,
matter.
the slaves. No, that's not the
Pardon?
matter. That's not the matter. That's okay. It's the end part about the dowry.
No,
That's
I am speaking to you, Vishal.
Yes, sir.
Please
Please
hold.
continue. I'm sorry.
No intrusions except Vishal. What is right hand possessed women?
It's who you capture in war, slavery. Who are your slaves?
Slaves. Slaves means it's righteous to have or not righteous to have slaves.
In today's age, no. And I think it never was
In any,
righteous to have slaves.
according to conscience. Anytime conscience is crystalline pure.
You can't own you can't own another person.
You can't own another person. So what does it mean by right hand possessed women? Whom I keep in dignity.
So, but if
Who
they're
is-
married, and you're having sex with them, how can you
I'm
keep them
talking
in
only
dignity?
about. I'm talking only about the right hand possessed women.
Exactly.
Who are them?
Exactly.
Not only right hand possessed women, they are right hand possessed men also. Right hand
sure.
possessed children also.
Sure.
Whoever is bonded slave to someone else, they are all your right hand possessed women. You have to free them and you have to deal with them very honorably and justifiably. You cannot forcibly have you as your slave. So keep your women as right hand possessed under your care. Give them
But
the
it doesn't
dignity
say
and
that.
honor. Pardon?
It doesn't say that, right? It's like what the verse says. What does the verse say?
Wait. First, I want you to understand what is right, what is wrong.
Right.
What's right-handed
possesses.
person? What's wrong-hand person?
Right hand possesses means they're your slaves basically. You own them.
Not women whom you must honor, who are in your care, under care. You cannot be treating them as.
So, but all the
So they are
tafsir
right
and all, they don't use that word, right? They don't use honor. They use who you possess, like who you own, basically.
Dishonor means wrong. Right. Honor means right.
Okay,
Here it is written as right-handed people.
Let's move
You
forward.
must have
from
the
that
right
point.
mind to have right-handed persons. You must have the right mind to have the right-handed person. I know you have gotten a wrong meaning to right-handed person because that's what the Muslims will say. Hadith people will say only that. You have heard a lot from them. That's the reason why I'm saying this. Okay, I will come straight away.
Yeah.
And married women, except those your right hand possesses. What do you mean by that?
It means that you're
All
not allowed
the
to have
all
sex
the
with.
yeah.
It
And
means you're not allowed to have sex with married women, except
married women. Married
yeah.
women.
So you're not allowed.
Except your right hand possess.
Exactly.
Married women are different. Right hand possessed women are different.
Married right hand women are different.
Married women except those
exactly.
your
So
right
they are
hand
married.
possesses.
They're married.
Your married women, if you have 4 people, there are 4 married women.
Okay, there are 4 men. There are 4 women. 2
4
of them
women
are
for 4 men. There
okay,
are
so
there
yeah.
The rightful wives. Okay, they have given their
Okay.
dowry to the women, and they have made them as their wives honorably, justifiably, like whatever is happening here. That's rightful marriage. That life is different. And the right hand possessed women, they are not for sex. They are to be preserved and well maintained and given good care of in everything with full of honor and preservation of dignity.
So but the verse says they are for sex.
I have not gone further than that. I am standing only that. Let me go further down.
Till there. So okay, fine. So basically this verse is talking about who you can and cannot have sex with.
Yes,
right?
You cannot have sex with. All right.
Okay, so let's begin. So in the beginning it says you can't have sex with married women. So any married woman
you
who
can
is a Muslim,
married women and sex is eligible for them. Both
who
are
are
agreeable to
they
them,
married
not with
to?
right hand possessed women.
No, sir. I mean, I've read differently, so that's why I'm different. Because it's not my interpretation. I'm giving you.
One day I only follow my translation alone. I will come to where you are stuck. Now I will come to that. Okay.
Okay.
And married women with others, right? I cannot take them as my wife. Because married women are lawfully wedded with mutual consent. They are wedded. But a slave woman is not with mutual consent. They are wedded to. Slave women are not mutually in mutual consent. They have taken by force. They have taken.
Yeah, they have taken
with the enemy camp, right? So when you capture them, those women are not wedded to them. Those who are forcibly kept as slaves, they are not wedded. But they are forcibly detained and they enjoyed their all intimacies without consent because they have become slaves.
Yes.
They have become slaves. It is in the enemy camp. So when you capture them, because of your victory, when you capture them, you treat them honorably. They are your right-handed people. If you want to marry them, you give them the mahar, that is the dower. Give them the dowry, and then you can marry.
Yeah.
One for one only, not multiple. It is not accepted in Islam. Now that question is clear now.
Which question? The initial question or the whole verse? Did you just explain the whole verse about the dowry?
This part of question.
Yes. Yeah, the first part. I mean, but you do agree that your interpretation is completely different from what the majority Sunnis think, right?
Majority do not know the Quran. They know only the Hadith.
Okay, fine.
Based on the Hadith.
So it's completely different. Okay, fine, understood. Because my interpretation is according to these scholars. Because I've been around
majority. I am not the kind of Muslim like the others. I am kind of person who will believe believe only the Quran, nothing else.
So, but how do you understand what right hand possesses means then?
Because
how
it
do you-
suits
how
my
do you understand?
conscience. It suits my conscience. Any book is pure. Any book is pristine, pure, glorified. No corruption will be touching because it is a guidance for the humankind. So no evil meaning can be there unless you take it righteously. There are two sides. It is two-edged weapon. You can take this way or that way. But this has come only for those people who give a thought and understand. This is not for a person who read the text and recite.
Okay. So, but you do
Contextually,
agree.
you place your mind.
Okay, you can continue, but you do agree that most scholars have a different view than you of Islam, and they
There
don't know
cannot be a
Islam.
scholar. There cannot be a
No,
scholar
like
in
Ibn
Quran.
Kathir and Al-Jalali and Qurtubi, all these people have
The
completely
most,
different
the
take on
most,
this.
the most fraudulent translation is Ibn Kathir.
Ibn Kathir, yeah. So he has a completely different take than you, and you agree on that.
He doesn't know Quran. Absolutely,
Okay,
he
yeah.
doesn't know Quran.
That's all I wanted to hear. Yeah. Please, sir, please
Yeah,
continue.
he doesn't
can
know
move
Quran.
ahead. Okay.
Yeah. Now you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do.
I am
somewhat.
taking because the Quran is giving you guidance, you have to take it in the righteous sense. If only you have the righteousness inside, then only you can have a better, beautiful understanding, not one colliding with the other. There's no corruption, no contradiction involved in this.
Okay.
So that answers you.
That answers the beginning, so we can move to the mutta part of it.
Right.
That comes later.
Okay. And lawful to you or beyond these. Beyond these means beyond sexual things. They are lawful to you. Except sexual things, except dishonorable things, everything is lawful to you. You can be formal with them. You can be formal with them. You can be justifiably, reasonably, honorably be existing with them as sisters and brothers. That is Islam. The way to Salam is Islam. There's no force in Islam. If anybody forces something, then there's no Islam. Do we understand this now? Hello?
Sir, looks like Vishal is muted, sir. He wanted
Hello?
to unmute.
Hello, do you understand? Do you hear me?
I don't know why host is doing like this. In between, he is putting into everybody into mute mode. Then what's the point in having such a discussion?
No.
I didn't hear the last part.
We can open it up. The first time,
can you just rewind like 2
this is
minutes?
the first time so much of discussion is going on, because to not to cause disturbance by householders, noises here and there, they put the mute, but he won't mute you. Nobody will mute you. You can go ahead.
See, what
You can go
happens,
ahead,
the points come at that point of time when Vichal was talking. And there is no point in everything is over. Then you keep your point and talk. That is not a discussion.
My net has gone out, so I switch over my net.
No, sir. Not your problem. I think the host was trying to mute.
So
not your.
Let us come to the point now. Where I have left, suddenly my net went away. I switch over my net. Tell me, unlawful to you or beyond these? Beyond this sexual content. All right.
Why is that ladies are not getting so much prominence in Islam religion? If you look at the most of the guys, they were saying that okay, I will get a lot of puris in when I go to heaven. If I am doing something for this thing, Islam.
You're talking only about Quran. Only about Quran, not Hadith.
No. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I have very little knowledge about. But what I've understood.
Please let Vishal complete, please. Let Vishal complete, please. You can.
Yeah. So that's what. So why is that again? We have a lot of discussion happening on the name of ladies.
What's
Why
your
is it that? Why is that okay? Motivation is on the more on the sex side rather than anything else in Islam. Why?
the whole world is getting destroyed only by the sex. It is not the sexual matter at all here in the Quran. There's no sex at all in the Quran, if you find it. Everything only from the Hadith. So you have come to one understanding of one ayat in this Quran, one sentence in this Quran. If you understand it completely, then most of the questions will be answered as and when you pose your questions, right, Vishal?
Hello. Yeah, I'm sorry, my Bluetooth got disconnected. I didn't hear the last like 2-3 minutes. I'm so sorry. Can we just go through it again if you want to? Otherwise, we can talk about it later.
You are Vishal?
Yes. I got disconnected just now.
Then who was talking all the while?
I was Jason was talking. Vishal,
Jason, you.
I was speaking when you were not in. So my point was that why is that so much of discussion is happening on the name of
Jason,
ladies in Islam?
Can I please interrupt,
So that
Jason?
is what I was asking.
Jason,
let
somebody
me
is dying, then he goes to the heaven and he gets a lot of huris. That is one motivation.
Jason,
And then there is something called you can have multiple wives. That is another motivation. So is it? I am in line with Vishal only. That's the reason I am telling.
Jason,
So why is that okay? Sex is having so much of importance in Islam. That's my question. Along with this, Vishal. Thank you. Sorry, Srijit, I am not listening to you. Sorry.
No. Just let because the doctor was answering Vishal. Let doctor complete that, and you can reserve your questions. You can ask later. Let's not get into a kind of multiple arguments. That's my request, please. Vishal, you please continue.
And lawful to you or beyond this, beyond sexual content, everything is lawful to you. That's the only thing will demean a person. Even now, the schools, everything, this is a problem. Sex is a problem. And Quran, when it comes to you, sex is never mentioned here at all. Is only avoidance of sex here. And be honest and be honorable, be respectable. With sex, you cannot be honorable. This cannot be reasonable and justifiable. Sex is beyond Quran. It is never not a single lady's name is mentioned in Quran except Maryam, who is pure from any male agency's corruption. So only her name is mentioned in Quran, not any other name. Sexual content is barred in Quran. Okay, so we come to this 424. What you are saying is from the Hadith. Hadith is not Islam. Hadith is not Quran. Hadith is not what Muhammad has brought out. Hadith is people wrote about for Muhammad. That's not our concern at all. We talk about only the Quran. If you got anything to say like the sexual content, bring out a verse, and from there I can give you the clarification, not from hearsays. Okay, Jason, I will come to you. Your time will come tomorrow. That is on Tuesday. And lawful to you or beyond this, that you seek them with your property, desiring chastity, not unlawful sexual intercourse. What do you understand, Michelle, now? Unlawful sexual intercourse is never allowed. This is people, if you remain to be godly, you desire your chastity to be preserved. That's the part of this sentence. And give your property to them, not with a view to woo them and have your wife. You cannot, if you have one wife, you cannot have another wife. There's only one wife allowed. I will give you the verses from it, and there's no contradiction to it. And there's no contradiction to it in the later classes. Now we understand pertaining to this sentence because you asked for this. Again, I will read. And lawful to you or beyond these, that you seek them with gifts and properties, with to the woman desiring chastity, but you cannot have unlawful sexual intercourse. You can have them as your friend, you can have them as your goodwill companion, you can have them as brothers and sisters, not as wife or concubines. Is it clear?
Vishal is not online.
Can
What
you hear
happened
me,
to him? So you understand now? Whoever is there can understand?
Yeah, Vishal is not online. Abhishek.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yes, doctor, we understood. Alhamdulillah.
Now the other person is Jason. Have you understood what you said?
He is
Jason
also
is also out of
in
line.
mute. I think he's in
Vishal
mute. He is muted himself.
Vishal is come.
No, Jason is there. Jason.
Okay,
Jason
Jason is understanding what I'm saying.
Sorry, sir. I didn't get what you're saying. Trying to tell.
Okay. So, for whatever you enjoy from them, give them their due compensation as an obligation. So, this is the word, wrong word. Whatever you gain from them, because of their duty bound to you, you save them from the oppressors and transgressors who were living as slaves. You have brought them here and give them good food, good shelter, good care of, and for all things they give you their work, their help, and for everything you beautifully compensate them with whatever you can. Don't think that they are your servants and so much is sufficient, and for these people giving so much is enough. Don't think that way. Weighing on their intent and weighing on their resolve to help you in your godly way, you give them as much beautiful things as possible to them to comfort them in their mind. So that is so far whatever you enjoy from them. Give them their due compensation as an obligation. It is obligated to you to give in compensation for what they do beyond their means to help you in your cause. And there is no blame upon you for what you mutually agree to beyond the obligation. If they say no, it is not enough. It is enough for me. I am doing a service to your involvement in your the Islamic way of life. I am delivering you. I am giving you from what I have from my heart. It's not for the money. You keep your money. Then there's no obligation beyond that unless they mutually accept. There's no need for any worldly things from you to help you in my way, from my point of view, in your cause. So that settles the matter. Allah is ever knowing and wise, so be careful of your duty to God. And so be pious. Don't transgress your limits with regard to the right and possessed women or men. Is it clear to you?
Now, why is that the ladies are not getting so much of importance in the name?
Who said so? Who said so?
But,
Take chapter.
because most of the
You
time,
have Quran. You have Quran with you.
no, I don't have Quran. But I was
You have
saying
the-
that because
Okay.
even when you are
Read-
talking, you are
read-
not talking
read
about importance of ladies.
Importance of ladies. You have to take full care of the ladies, and because they are weaker sex, you have to take full protection. What more you want? You cannot.
They cannot be termed as weaker sections. So can be because if you look at Biocon's MD, it's a Muslim lady.
Who is powerful? Who is powerful between man and woman physically?
You see, don't talk about physically. See, the physical strength alone.
I'm coming to one after another.
Yeah.
Physically,
if you are fighting with the world heavyweight boxing lady, then I think maybe in front of her.
I'm not talking about sports person. I'm not talking about the trained fighting people. I'm talking about the general public.
No, doctor. What I am saying is that it all depends on the circumstances where you are in. So you cannot say that one person is weak or one person is.
I am talking
gender bias. I am saying
I am talking generally. There is no gender bias. I am talking generally. Who is weaker compared to men and women who is weaker in strength and ability, generally, not specifically, not as a trained ones, generally.
It's a very difficult question to answer. Like
Okay,
because I
leave it,
cannot say.
leave it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
forget it. Who will have that inability 3 or 4 or 5 days or a week in a month when there is a menstruation? As a doctor, I tell you, there are 3 menopausal mental derangement. Is medical, okay, not my own. Menopausal symptoms are there, and pre-menstrual, post-menstrual symptoms are there. And during these periods, definitely their capacity to involve is there is a slight derangement. There's incapacity. That's a weakness, a general weakness. Only the ladies suffer, not the human being. They are not the men.
That we cannot say it as a weakness. It's a
So
divine thing.
that
Like
is there's a biological distress during such period. Maybe 10 days in a month, their mind will be a little bit weary, haggard, and tired. Despite all those things, they push ahead with their work. All right. This will happen anytime during their sexual life, sexual period of life, anyway between 18 to 49 years. It may happen anytime. So that sort of weakness a man doesn't find. This is all very physical matters, okay? And very more important than that, women are not disgraced in Islam. If you come to Quran, if you take to other books, this is not Quran, that's not Islam, that is not a book for your perusal. So I do not know what you have read, where you have read, but what you are saying about as allegation is mere allegation. It's not the truth. I will tell you one. Chapter 434, you read somewhere. You can take experts from Google or wherever you take and bring that. You will understand how gracefully, how greatly a woman is placed. All right. So you come again. We see again on Tuesday. If you happen to be here, I will teach you what Quran says, not what Hadith says. What you say here is hearsay. What you say is not what Quran says. Jason?
Got it. But there are a lot of misconceptions, like the multiple marriages, mutalaq, everything is actually
everything is Hadith.
Everything
is Hadith, not Quran.
Okay.
You know Tamil, no?
Yeah.
அது பேர் கதா கலட்சேபம். குரான் கிடையாது, புரியுதா? ஊர் சொல்றது உலகம் சொல்றது கதையெல்லாம் வச்சுக்கிட்டு எழுதுறது அது தேவையில்லை நமக்கு. Throw it to hell. Come to Quran.
Okay. No, but why is that most of the Tangals are referring Hadith?
Because it is alluring. It is seductive.
That is what.
It is like a porno book. They will be interested in that one.
Yeah, they want to try to motivate people by showing Hadith, and people are
seducing the people. Don't say motivate.
Seducing the people. Yeah. Seducing, correct. Exactly. That's a bit. So, but what kind of damage it is creating for the religion? No,
that is for them. That is for them. Whoever is killing the Prophet today, there is the difficulty for them. Even now they are killing the Prophet by bringing in 6-year-old child. At 53 years he is married. It's not at all Quran. Cannot be Quran.
Exactly. That's the point. There you are.
I know where you're coming to. So interesting.
Correct.
I have read 100% of Hadith. I threw it out into the dustbin. That's all.
No, but why is that there is no particular hierarchical system wherein
cannot be each. Allah created you singly. Allah is going
No,
to
no.
catch
What
you
I'm saying
singly?
is that see, somebody
There's
is
no question of
telling like
hierarchy. There's no
what you
question of
are
hierarchy.
giving. No, doctor. What I'm saying is that you are giving a lot of wisdoms to us, but the same way, somebody else who is not even highly educated like you, he is preaching to people in the mosque. It's rubbish. It has to be stopped, and because of which people are doing a lot of nonsense. And who is getting the bad image is Islam is getting the bad image. That's what I'm
No,
telling.
no, Islam is not getting the bad image, but the Muslims are getting the brunt of attack. Islam cannot be attacked. In the name of Islam, these people are deviated people, and they get the brunt of attack, and they are to be attacked, and they are getting it already.
No, but is there no solution for this?
The solution is coming now, and
Okay.
the Quran says, even if you give the wisdom, there's only a handful of people who can listen to it, and most of the people will deviate and go far astray in their own contumacy. So that's the word of Quran. Okay.
Yeah.
So to a certain extent, you understood what Quran is today.
Absolutely.
So Muslim, you know, I am the possessor of Shanti. You can say either I am possessor of Shanti in English, or you can say Muslim one word in Arabic. It's not a religious word. Okay. And what is Islam is the way to Salam is Islam. The way to Shanti is Shanti Marg. Islam is Arabic word. Shanti Marg is a colloquial English word. Anything you can use. So don't attach Islam and Muslim to your religious property. Do you understand, Jason?
This kind of meetings, if it is conducted, like, see, I was under the impression that okay, Hadith is the word of Prophet, and now only I understood that okay, see, that is not then why is that okay? They are still referring. Why it cannot be taken out? It cannot be burnt by the religion, because if it is going to be giving a lot of damages to the...
if you know, Muhammad has given the Quran as guidance. These people have shunned the Quran, showed their back to the Quran, and they wrote with their own hands a life history, the alleged life history, the so-called life history on Muhammad, and they say this is from God. So Allah says, curse be upon them. And for their writing, curse be upon them. And for their earning out of that, curse be upon them. Chapter 279. And it is for individuals to take up Quran and read what is there. It is much of their conscience, their lost conscience is compiled as Quran. And if any single verse in the Quran goes against the conscience, then it is contradictory. It is not from God. Totally you can dismiss it. If one verse is there like contradicting between one another among the verses of Quran, definitely this is not from God. It is God preserved one. So then if the conscience is Quran, why this Quran? Because of long no usage to thinking. You have lost your conscience. This is a reminder of the conscience. So when it's reminded, your conscience accepts, yes, it's good, it's correct, it's from the Lord. How come I have lost in this for so long? Because you have not used it. So a hard copy is necessary to kindle your heart and remember and reciting the verses of Quran that is lost with the passage of time because of non-usage. We are slowly going to explore everything. We are slowly going to explore everything.
Yeah.
So I think today is enough of what we have discussed.
Check.
Doctor, can you share your number, please?
Okay. 98404
Okay.
72736.
72736. Okay, doctor. Thank you so much.
So, but
98404
I'm available between 9 and 10 in the morning, 4 and 5 in the evening.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right, fine. Hello. Yes.
Oh, I want to ask you one question. I'm Christian from Indonesia.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you one
You are from where?
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Yes.
Okay. Your name?
Eddie.
Okay, tell me.
Okay. In the Surah Yusuf, ayat 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It said.
Chapter 12:2.
Yeah. We have sent it down as an Arabic Quran in order to you understand.
Chapter 12, verse number 2, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We have sent down it in Arabic Quran in order to you understand.
Yes. We have sent you this Quran in Arabic so that you understand. Its original copy is Arabic, not English. In the later days, nobody can claim based on the linguistic eloquence or prevalence of any particular language, and this is from the original book. The Quran is original in Arabic only, or otherwise people will be saying maybe tomorrow or sometime later, no, it is from Aramaic, it is from Hebrew, the original is in the English or any other language. They cannot claim that. It is preserved and well preserved in Arabic. There cannot be a change to it, a verse or a word of change. You cannot see. All the other translations are translation of Quran. They are not Quran. All right, they are translations of Quran. Even if somebody is reading the Quran and giving the interpretation, he is giving his interpretation. It may not be Quran unless you give a thought to it. And according to your contextual position, that God will give you your revelation. That will guide you, not the people around because of their interpretations. They are the interpretation. That need not be the structure or essence or sense of Quran. They need not be. Maybe they are giving an interpretation. That's all. Unless you give a thinking, it is a word. It is a Quran for guidance, for your guidance. So I have my context to be guided. You have your context to be guided. Each one has got a different level of suffering, different level of the way they are leading your life, the challenging situations. Each one has a different situation. But only if he gives a thought, definitely he will have a guidance from the Quran. So contextually, it is to be applied. My requirement to the verse. That gives you clarification, revelation. Otherwise, it is only a text you are reading, you are interpreting. That is only a discourse, a vain discourse. That's all.
So I just ask you one question in this ayat. Who spoke in this ayat?
In this ayat, it is you and God together, because the conscience is Quran.
Okay.
We sent you.
I mean, if God spoke in this verse,
yes,
how he speak to Arabic man that usually use an Arabic communication with Arabic? Why did he tell that he spoke in Arabic? I think this is a problem.
Who is speaking Arabic? Muhammad?
Okay. If Muhammad received this verse, the God should be know that Muhammad speak daily in Arabic, communication in Arabic. I mean, why Allah tell him? Why Allah tell him? I speak in you in Arabic in order to understand. Why? For example, if you speak to your friend in your language, I think you should be you can tell him in what language you speak.
Yes, that's right. And what Allah says to Muhammad is, this is not for Muhammad, this is for the entire world of generations of
Oh,
different linguistic people.
if
And you
if
tell them,
if it for all humankind, I think it doesn't make sense because you will not tell Japanese. You say to Japanese people, you say, I speak in Arabic in order to understand. I think it doesn't make sense. If you say it to Japanese, right?
now can I answer you?
Okay.
Right. This is in Arabic. It simply means the first copy is Arabic. The original text is Arabic. Later on, nobody can claim this is somebody can say, no, in Hebrew is the first copy. Hebrew is the first, the original copy. Somebody cannot say Arabic, somebody cannot say English. So there Allah makes a full stop. Definitely, you are not going to claim as this book has originally been given in any other language other than the Arabic. So the original copy is retained in Arabic. That is to it, as far as that particular ayat is concerned. Next question is,
sir,
yes.
There's mentioned in this verse. It's mentioned the reason for how it's have to Arabic. The reason for it mentioned in this verse in order to you understand. So the problem is why people or why God tell what he want to talk about, why he tell about the language he say.
Okay. First of all, how Allah speaks to us. He speaks to you now. He speaks to me. He speaks to everyone, right? Not only to a single person. Allah is speaking. This is clear. Allah speaks to everyone in their language.
Okay. Before this verse, in what language Allah speak to Muhammad?
As Allah speaks, what is your language? That is Bahasa Indonesia, right?
Right.
To me, he speaks to me in Tamil. To someone, he speaks to me in Urdu. All right. So how he speaks is by way of Wahi. He speaks to every single. He speaks to every single person by Wahi. Wahi means feel.
That's right.
It doesn't have language.
That's
and you are producing it in your language. The Wahi feel is produced in your language. With the help of Allah, it is written down. So you understand here God's message as Wahi. Have a better life. God says as Wahi, that's a feel. And I am saying to you, God tells me that I must be cured of my diseases. He's not speaking to me in the language which I am speaking to you. I am translating the Wahi into my communicable language. Likewise, Wahi given to, this is Wahi not pertaining to your language. The Quran. Quran is given as Wahi, and that field is translated in the Arabic, the mother tongue of Muhammad. So it is not that he is speaking in Arabic, and he makes it sure, tell the people, this original is in Arabic and cannot be any other linguistic people can claim to as to its originality later on. So that much to that ayat.
It's like this. If in what language Allah talked to Muhammad before this verse?
In the language of Wahi, chapter 41, chapter 42, 51, it says Allah speaks to you in Wahi, right?
Okay, why now he tell Muhammad that this is in Arabic in order to you understand? What language before we talk before it?
Allah's language is only Wahi. When it is said the Wahi is given to you, Wahi means an absolute revelation, a clarification not confusion, not to think about anything. It is so plain and clear that suits your conscience. The moment Allah's Wahi revelation comes to you, you have to accept it as truth. There's no need for you to contemplate and translate and then get the message of Allah. It is so clear. That's why Wahi is called a revelation, revealing threadbare everything. There's no doubt attached to it. There's no contradiction to it. There's no second thought to it. There's no question of having a debate or discussion or or an argument over it. So Wahi means a clarification. Because of that only, he is able to clearly write down in his own language the Quran in Arabic.
I mean, I ask you like this: if Allah talked to Muhammad in Arabic before,
in Wahi, not in Arabic, not in Arabic. By Wahi, Allah doesn't use language. Feel. I have some feel. I have hatred for someone who is disagreeably disbeliever. I have some hatred. That cannot be a word here. That's a feel, having so much eloquence in your language to be added out to make someone to understand what I'm saying. All right. So Allah doesn't talk to you by Wahi, by language, but by Wahi. And it's so elaborate,
but Muslim
and he's
believe,
able to clearly understand in his own language.
I'm sure, but Muslim believe that the first chapter that Muhammad received from God is Al-Alaq.
No, it is not there in Quran as such.
But it's according to scholar Muslim.
There are no scholars in Muslim except God. Each one has to be a student before Allah to understand the Quran. Nobody can be a scholar except the author. Quran.
So do you mean this is it's not word of God in the use of ayat 2?
Pardon? It is the word of God. It is there, the word of God. Understand, surely we elaborated it to you as Quran in
Arabic.
Yes. So the Wahi is translated into an Arabic. Allah helps Muhammad to write it down in Arabic because he knows only that language. If it is the Muhammad has been an Indonesian, he would have given it in the Bahasa Indonesia. All right. So the Muhammad is a messenger through whom by Wahi Allah has sent down this Quran, which he translated into his language and says, and this is the language in which you have written is the original. So you can clearly understand from the original because it has come from a person who has been revealed of every single verse. And there is no question of your own words involved in it. It is through my help you have written it down. So Allah is sharing anything concerning his originality after some time after Muhammad is dead. So until today, we know original is Quran. That's what is there. Is Allah says that. It is from Allah. Every single word is from Allah, not from a single word from Muhammad, from his own mouth.
Okay. I will change for one question again. What do you think about plagiarism? I believe that the Quran is plagiarism from the Bible. What do you think about that?
What is that?
That Quran is only plagiarism from the Bible.
No, there's absolutely, there's no question of Trinity here.
Okay, why if we take one example?
You want an example?
Okay, we take one example to prove
one example. Chapter 4:157, where Allah says was not crucified. Isa Nabi was not crucified.
That chapter. I will take from Surah Maryam. Yes.
Chapter 19.
Chapter 19, ayat 19.
Yes.
Okay, let's say they said in
19,
Arabic
90, right? 90.
1919. Yeah,
19, 19. 19, 19.
19. 19.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Yes.
Okay. In this, I open my Quran. Just
Okay.
give me a second.
You have. I will wait. Take it. No problem. Don't be in a hurry. Take.
Okay. Maryam 19.
90.
Okay. Okay. It said in Arabic. Do you speak Arabic? Sure. Hello. Hello. Okay, Jibril. You know, in according to the tafsir, it's
So this, when it is spoken to Isa Nabi,
no. This is he speak to Maryam, the mother of
Maryam
the
or
mother
Isa
of
Nabi,
Jesus.
whatever.
The mother of Jesus.
Nabi,
The mother.
when,
He said, nay, I am
when
only the
there are,
messenger. I am only the messenger of God to thee, the gift of pure son. In Arabic, we can say in Arabic.
Yes.
Do you speak Arabic, sure?
That's it.
Oh, in
Right,
Arabic
that's
say.
it.
In Arabic say.
No need.
In
Is enough.
Innama.
Whatever saying is enough.
Okay. In Arabic say. Innama ana rasulu li ahaba laki gulaman zakiyan. But this is the problem.
Yeah.
It's a big problem here.
Yes.
If we compare it to the Bible, in the Bible, the angel didn't say that. The angel said, "Yeah, I will open my." We can compare it.
The angels say.
We can compare it, and I will prove to you that it will make some problem here.
Yeah.
I will wait a moment. I will open my.
Yeah, I can hear
Bible.
you. I can hear you. No problem. No, I am clear, very clear to you. You are audible to me very clearly. There's no problem.
Okay. Wait a moment. I will open my Bible. In Gospel Luke.
Okay.
In Luke.
In Luke.
Okay. Luke. In Luke chapter 1. Ayat.
Wait, I will take
31.
Wait. Okay, read it. I don't. I have it on my phone.
Okay. And take it. Behold, in Bible verses, the angel Gabriel said, "Behold, you will conceive in your womb and bring forth a son, and shall call his name Jesus." If we compare it in the Quran, Ruhana, that became a human in front of Mary, he said, in Arabic, he said, li ahaba. It means give. You know, the meaning of give. Yes, give. This is the problem. This is the word problem. In Bible, Gabriel didn't say give, but he said, you will conceive. You will pregnant. You will be pregnant the son. You will conceive the son.
So what is the problem with that?
The problem is if you say I will make you for example, if you say to a woman that you never meet before, you don't understand her and she doesn't ever meet you before, and you say to her, I will give you a son. What do you think? What do you think? What really is in her mind with me? Because he will. I think it is impossible that It's impossible
Okay,
that
I will read through the English version of that. Okay, wait.
the question is how Mary in this Quran, how she understand that the meaning of give is she will be pregnant, because the angel didn't say that.
Any woman can understand what pregnancy is and how they become pregnant. Anyone can understand, but she says that when no male agency, there's no male has ever touched me. How can I become pregnant? That's what she asks. She doesn't ask the. Wait. He said, "I am only a messenger of your Lord. Give you the news of a pure baby, the glad tidings of a pure baby." So what is there? I don't know. What's the problem there?
The problem is, if you say you will give a son, a gift doesn't mean it will be pregnant, because it can means you.
But she becomes pregnant later on. He gives the word that you will be bearing your son, pure son. He gives a word from God. He gives a word. So his word is, when God intends something, all he has to say is give a word, say a word, and it is. That is the word of God. When he intends something for someone, all he has to say it be and it is. Kun fayakun.
Sure. Okay, sir.
So he has given the word.
Okay, I challenge you to give me the word, the sentences that the angel in the Quran say that Mary will be pregnant. Where's the word?
It is the angels come before the Mary and they say you. Then who is that you?
He didn't say that Mary will be pregnant.
No,
he
says
that.
you. He says you. The direct person to person is there. The angels come before the Mary in pure human form, and there's a person conversation. He descends before Mary. Then he says you. Then Mary only. Who else could it be other than Mary when he descends down before Mary?
I mean, can you give me the sentences that the angel in the Quran say to Mary that Mary will be pregnant?
Why should he say, when you say Eddie, your name's Eddie, right? Eddie.
Yes.
And when you meet me, I say you'll get a good life. I'm saying, if you are in a very, very splendorous positioned, very wealthy person, I say God says we have to be very careful, and better you be careful. I don't say better Didi, you be careful. Don't have to say that name when it's person to person talk. God is, suppose you are very poor, God says to you that you will be very wealthy soon. I will say, God says to you, you will be wealthy soon. Don't have to and it is not proper to call a lady by name off and on very often. You say you is enough. They are not so close as to call by name so frequently.
I mean, sir, if you read in the Bible first, the angel Gabriel said to Mary.
Bible and Quran are the same. Bible is right, okay.
I mean,
it is there. Quran is Quran is not.
I mean, it's like here. I mean, it's. I didn't. This is like like wrong. What I call it in. It's like wrong plagiarism, like that, something like that.
It's not a big deal if I am finding here. Just okay, no problem. Both are same only, but that Bible is different, Quran is different. They are not same. One is written by human beings like Luke, another Quran is given by Allah. That's the difference. In Duke's consideration, he says Mary, but Allah says you. He is not given by
So,
the Father.
you know, I feel like this. I feel that the conversation in the Quran, it's like a fake conversation because it's not. It doesn't make sense. In the Quran, the angel actually it isn't. It doesn't say that it's the angel. It's the spirit of God and became human before, and he stand before Mary and he said, I will give you a son. You know,
What,
then
what
he
do you
doesn't.
mean? What do you mean with I will give you? I will
Yes,
give the message
yes.
from
This
him
is
because the angel comes from God only to give the message, not
no.
he being
He said.
he
He
being
said.
agency,
He
not
said.
he is that. Hmm.
He said in Arabic. I
I,
tell you in
I,
Arabic.
yeah,
He said like this. Li ahaba laki gulaman zakiyan. Li ahaba mean give. He give. You know
give means
the
what
meaning.
do you
The
mean by
meaning.
what do you mean by the give? What do you mean by give?
It's a problem word.
When
It's a problem word
it is
because because
give
because give
it is
give
it is it
doesn't
is
mean.
it is your wahi, it is your feel, it needs your revelation to make you understand. But you are going by the pure Arabic English translation. Translation doesn't make sense.
Can you tell apart that the difference meaning between give
Here,
and you
here,
will you will
you
you will you will
you,
conceive in your womb
you
and
will
bring
have
forth son.
you
You
will
will have
have you will possess
pregnant. You will pregnant.
you'll
You will
become
be pregnant.
pregnant.
Yes,
Yes,
you'll be
you'll become
can
pregnant.
you take difference meaning from you will pregnant and I will give you.
I will give you a news from him that you will become pregnant.
No, that's Quran doesn't say that.
So we don't go into the textual part of these things, but what is actual essential thing therein? A
Dr. Salam.
a pure Mary without a male agency, she is going to become pregnant. Is the sense, nothing more. Hmm? That is Wahi.
Dr. Salam.
I think enough for
Yeah.
maybe we can continue next time.
I think we should
We
look
will
at the second
continue
verse after
class.
that, verse number 20.
First
He
number.
has seen
Number?
that only is only my friend ID means it doesn't make sense. You will bear pregnant. You will bear a son. You will become pregnant. All those things. He is going by the literal Arabic English translation. No, translation. That is Wahi. Wahi is translated to language, and the language is understood, and then it is transformed into Wahi. It becomes a feel in me. That is revelation. You understand? Your Wahi is translated into a verbal language, and the verbal language is listened to, and then it is understood. The sense is received, and after that, the sense is transformed into Wahi back again. That is the revelation. Not with the translation, it stops. You must understand what sense comes from that, and thereafter you understand the sense behind it, and that becomes your feel, and that's your Wahi. That translates that verbal material language into a Wahi. That is revelation. A revelation is transformed into a written textual Quran, and then it is understood, and the sense is received as Wahi back. So that Wahi given to Muhammad and the Wahi received by us is only by applying your senses and understanding so that the sense of Quran received in the original form. we're not going by the translations. We can come back on Tuesday again for further discussion.
So what do you think about that problem that actually Mary didn't see him.
It is late in the night. Can we see? Can we talk on Tuesday at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock? That will be fresh, I think.
Okay.
Salam.
Doctor.
Salam to you.
Salam, doctor.
Salam, doctor.
Salam, doctor. Assalamualaikum, doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, sir.
Salam, doctor.
Salam, doctor.
Salam, thank you.
Check.
Salam to all of you.
Anyone speaking English here?
Salam to everyone.